All right, good morning, everybody. If you can hear me and if this sounds all right, if you don't mind hitting that number one. Again, if I sound okay audio-wise, hit that number one, please. Nam. Uh-oh. Hello? Ask a guy, trucking, Sub-Zero. All right, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I always like to get 5 ones at least. Nas. Okay. All right, so I do sound good. Hello? Is anybody here? Or am I just going to need to... Okay, there we go. Okay. I don't know. Maybe there's a delay. Anyways, okay. Very quickly, for those of you that watch this in the archive, thank you very much for doing so. But just full disclosure, if you want to have something to continue to watch in the archive, then you got to help support the stream, as this is totally viewer supported, no sponsorships or anything like that. And the best way to support it, to ensure that it continues, and to save yourself some money, is to use code CLAY, all caps, with any of these prop firms I use. I recommend Take Profit Trader. Oh, excuse me. That's a great way to start off the stream. But yes, wherever you're at in your journey, if you want to, like I said, help support the stream, help ensure that the stream does indeed continue, then code CLAY, all caps, with any of these prop firms is going to make that happen. So I appreciate it. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, March 26th in the year 2026. And just, for me, just garbage. Finally, things are waking. Yeah, I mean, even I guess they're okay, but even this candle here. Now, I realize Trump is talking right now. But yeah, this has not been ideal for me and my strategy. But yeah, I don't know. You can tell I got a little edge to me right now. I'm a little. Uh-oh. I think we're maybe kind of sorta. I don't know. How does the stream look okay to all of you? How does the quality look? I'm getting an error message over here. Warning: the stream's current bit rate. Then do things look okay? I think I might have messed something up on my end. Live stream. Looks good. Do I sound good and everything? Okay. Actually, it looks better than usual. Really? Oh, sorry to hear that, Antonio, but thank you for using the code. Okay, well. Okay, well, that's interesting. I'm not going to pretend like I understand why. So I think I have something on OBS. I think I know what the issue is, but not new. They're just the black frame ones. I can't find my clear ones. Okay, maybe a trade down here at this overnight low. And then the white line here is the low of the day. I suppose kind of a risky trade because Trump is talking, so who knows. But that's what stop losses are for. But yeah, anyways. Well, hopefully you're all up to a good start. This has been Chop City, I guess range traders. But even that, like, I mean, sometimes it's hitting certain levels. Other times it's not quite hitting it. Other times it's shooting up through I don't know. It's been messy for me. And I don't know. Maybe I didn't sleep well last night. It just seems Is it me or stream seem? I don't know, Nam. Brian, you're the second person to say that the stream actually looks clearer, which is super interesting. Trump talking just cooked me. Yeah, that was this was again just nasty. 100% clear. Really? I wish I had. It's the glasses. Well, first reminder, as always, since you requested, hit that like button if you have not yet. If you're brand new and you've never been here, I understand you have no idea if you're going to enjoy. But if you have been here before and you know you're going to enjoy, as per your request of me needing to remind all of you, Here's your reminder. Hit that like button. But how are your days going? On today, it just doesn't feel like a good day. I don't know. I'm in a weird spot right now. Some days make perfect sense. Today is just one of those days that's like, yeah, it just seems messy. But how are your days going? Green, red, black? Did I just say black? Whoo! Okay, we're only 5 minutes in. We're off to a great start here. Red, green, terrible, great, best day ever, worst day ever. Right? Yeah, Brian, you got a pro starting tomorrow. Green so far. Blasted. Oh, sorry to hear that, Raspberry. Tiny red so far. Hey, nothing wrong with tiny red. Roasted a test up a little on a pro. Well, I think that seems like a good spot to be in if you had to choose. Small green. Good week. Well, how are you doing today, Compton? Pam, up 143, walked away, 2 chop. Yeah, I don't blame you one bit for there. Sprinkle of green. I won the Brian route. Oh, I went the Brian route. Okay, yeah. I'm curious to see how that all works out. Hey, Cody, up 2,500. Good job, Compton. Down 1 account, green. I don't know, does anybody else just seem like this is kind of just a choppy mess? I mean, if you don't, call me out. Like, let's hold each other accountable. Iron sharpens iron. So if it's some like weird thought that's not actually reality, I mean, let me know. But I just feel kind of icky today. But I'm also open to the fact that it could just be me. A mess, almost untradeable, difficult. I have 4 trades today. I'm slightly green, but nothing big for. Yeah, smart money is just playing with. Smart money is just playing with you. How is smart money playing with us? Red for today, messy, choppy, at least out of the VWAP. Yeah, just I am interested in a long down around here. This has produced some bounces before, both here and here. We have a well-defined stop loss. We can throw below the lows, but I'm still shocked to hear that I'm getting these warning messages. Yet some of you said that the stream looks clearer than normal. It's very interesting. Is Trump still talking right now? Here comes, yeah. Who set up a bull trap? Who are these people that you seem to think have immense amounts of power? Yeah, who is that? Who? Ignore the warnings. You are. All right. Thanks, Brian. I know you're a tech guy. Okay. So I don't want to misrepresent you, Blue Valley, but your premise is hedge funds have enough power to control the price. AK, they can, to use your words, set traps and then use these traps to make money. That's how powerful hedge funds are, for example. Like, that's very powerful, to be able to control the price enough to set traps. Okay, they do. Okay, so I have a question for you then. Economic history. Have hedge funds ever, is there such a thing as hedge funds exploding and going out of business? Is that such a thing? In the history of economics and hedge funds, have any hedge funds ever gone kaput and gone out of business? Yes, okay. So my question to you is this. How can somebody that has, in your words, that immense amount of power to control the price however they want, to set traps, to do all this sort of stuff, how can somebody with that immense amount of power go out of business? Explain that to me. All hedge funds are not a single hedge fund. Well, wait a second here. You just told me that hedge funds have all this power. So how can somebody with all this power go out of business? Okay, maybe a long here. Okay, so you're not at so I trapped you now. Do you have an answer for that? You're the one that said they have all this power to be able to set traps and do all this sort of stuff, control the price. How can somebody with the amount of power to control the price ever go out of business? Which you also said hedge funds have gone out of business. How is that possible? Wouldn't they just control the price in a way that ensures they don't go out of business? Can you answer that for me? Yeah, thanks, Zach. Trump is talking. I already answered it for you. No, you didn't answer it for me. You have not. You have found yourself in a contradiction. So now you're starting to move the goalpost and try to wiggle out of this contradiction you have found yourself in. Oh, well, it's young hedge funds. Okay. Well, then let's just shift it to investment banks, right? If anybody has more capital than hedge funds, it would be freaking investment banks. And don't tell me that Bear Stearns or Lehman Brothers were, young banks. Bear Stearns, Lehman Brothers, they went, who remembers the financial meltdown? How could somebody that big go out of business? Can you answer that one for me, Blue Valley? How did Bear Stearns? So here's my premise. Bear Stearns and Lehman Brothers went out of business because they made bad decisions. And because they don't control the price, those bad decisions actually crush them. Supply and demand, which is what controls the market, supply and demand, crush their bad decisions. That's my premise. But your premise is these people have the power to control the price. So in other words, there is no such thing as a bad decision because they just control the price. They can send the price wherever they want. So how could not young big banks go out of business? Can you answer that for me, Blue Valley, Utah? How did Lehman Brothers and Bear Stearns go out of business as not young investment banks if they control the price? Exactly what? They wouldn't need to be bought up. Being bought up means you have failed, okay? So how could somebody that controls the price fail to the point of needing to be bought up? Okay, somebody ban this guy. He's stuck and he's just, I don't even know what he's talking about. Ban him. What is he even talking about? They failed. Whether you want to define that as bankruptcy or getting bought out or getting whatever, they failed. However, whatever you want to classify that as. My point is, which I know you understand and you're stuck, my point is there is no failure in any way, shape, or form if you control the price. Think about it. If I control the price, how could I fail in any way, shape, or form? I wouldn't because I control the price, which was his original claim, which I wanted to make sure he clarified. So that's what I mean. He's trying to twit. Well, no, they didn't go bankrupt. They got bought up. Okay, fine. They didn't go bankrupt. They failed though. They failed. We're in the category of failure. Sure, it's a different type of failure, but it's still a failure. How is that failure possible if they control the price, which was your original premise? So for those of you that think there's people out there that control the price, you're going to find yourself in a weird spot. Well, it's the market makers. Well, you don't have to take my word for it. You can go study. But there has been a history of market making firms going out of business. How could a market maker firm go out of business if they control the price? That's a tough one. And that was an interesting attempt to try to just say, well, no, okay, Clay, well, they didn't go bankrupt. They just got bought up. Okay. But they still failed, right? That's if you're getting bought up by another company, you have failed. Well, let me take a step back. If you're getting bought up just because people are scooping up your assets because you're sure you're not bankrupt, but you're basically bankrupt, yeah, that's not good. Does my argument make sense? Give me a 5 if what I'm saying makes sense. Because sometimes when I give it, the person I'm giving it to, it's like I don't know. This is not a hard logical sequence to put together. Like this is pretty straightforward here. It's like a weird form of gaslighting. We're like maybe this isn't as clear my explanation as what I think it is. Okay, it is. Oh, thank you. So like I said, he just there's no shame in saying, Clay, I never thought about it that way. That's actually true. In fact, that's way more respectable. Another way to put it is if one market maker wants to move the price up and another one, yeah, that's a good point too. Yes. People just classify market makers as if they're all the same ones. But yes, if one wants to move it up, one wants to move it down, that's my point. It's a battle of supply and demand. Well, guess what? If one market maker has $5 million of purchasing power and the other one has $1 million of purchasing power, guess who's going to win? Well, yeah, any of us could go like yes. In the short term, any of us could go to a penny stock with no volume, and then like press buy $10,000 of that penny stock, and we can move it in the short term, sure. But that's not what he was saying. He's saying setting traps and controlling the price. I was very clever. Not clever. I was very fair. I let him establish his definitions. He said, no, they have the amount of power to set traps and then execute these traps. Think about how much power that is. All right, maybe a short here. I'm going to try a short here at the red line. I am short. I'm going to add some more there. If this is a V shape, it's not going to be pleasant. So I'm short, looking to add some more at that red line, trying to play this trend, thinking this is just a dead cat bounce. But like I said, if I'm wrong, this will be not good. Is Trump still talking? I probably should have asked that before taking this trade. Yes? Oh, great. Okay, I have added. Come on. Blue line is my new average. Come on. Keep coming down. Keep coming down. Oh, don't bounce off the blue line. No! Dude. You gotta be kidding me. There's nothing more annoying than when the blue line, your entry, your average price becomes like, in this case, the support. And supports are not good from a shorts perspective. Come on. Come on, get below that blue line. Come on. Come on. Go. 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 Okay, I'm going to follow it down with these final 5 now. Keep dropping, keep dropping, keep dropping. I'll move my stop down as it goes. Keep coming. Keep bleeding, brother. Keep bleeding, brother. Bleed. All right. Out there. Hey, Viet, you're on a short leash today. After yesterday and your inability to give a trade plan, either give a trade plan or you're going into timeout. Short leash today for Viet. So Trump is done speaking right now. Gold has been also just a clown fiesta today. So choppy, all over the place. Been kind of crazy. Well, now I'm trading at 25K eval. Have you ever done 25K before? Viet, I don't care about any of your price claim. Your price targets are worthless unless you give us a stop loss. Why is a stop loss important, Viet? Says you apparently think we're a bunch of idiots. Let's say you're like, okay, I'm getting in here, so here's my entry, and then you make the call, and the price is headed down here. So this is your target, okay? So you're short. This is where you get in. So price comes down here, and you say it's going to go down here. But let's say before it does that, it comes way up here and then comes down here. And then you come back and say, see, I told you so. It's like, well, wait a second. You're telling me you sat through this huge move? That's why an entry and a stop loss is important. Because any reasonable trader, this move here takes them out before that happens. So yeah, Viet, I don't know, like, you apparently think we don't know what we're talking about here. If you think you can just make price targets without any sort of stop loss. So like I said, you're on a short leash, and it just got even shorter because you apparently think we're idiots. So if you're going to give a target, fine. But you got to give us an entry and a stop loss too. You usually trade the 50K? Yeah, don't. Very, very little wiggle room on the 25K with the drawdown. So for some people, maybe that works out in your benefit because you have to be, there's that much more kind of good pressure to be disciplined. So yes, let that be a learning lesson in this world of social media. Anybody out there just giving price targets is worthless. It's disingenuous. Because if the price goes massively against that before going down to the price target, it's like, okay, yeah, but like that wasn't actually practical because I'm assuming your account would have either been stopped out or your account would have been roasted. So anybody giving you a target, be like, okay, fair enough. Where are you getting in at? And then where's your stop loss at? Get those two numbers too. And you'll notice either people go quiet or the excuses pop up or, sometimes people do give it. See, look at Brian. Okay, you're missing the point. You're missing the point. But dude, that is a suggestion. Okay, are you this dented or what? You didn't say it might flush hard. You said it will. Like, okay, well that you just made a guarantee. That seems like a suggestion. Like if I say that stove is on, you will get burned. That is me giving the suggestion, don't touch the stove. Okay, so Viet, just stop digging, dude. Either give a trade plan or just zip and watch. I'm old and cranky. I don't have time for people that don't even have hair under their armpits yet, showing up trying to act like they know what's going on, okay? Don't have time for it. I'm old and cranky. Get off my lawn. Some people think I'm a jerk. Other people appreciate the hardline stance against clownery. If you don't like me, that's fine. That's fine. But I don't need people showing up, living in their mom's basement, eating meatloaf, trying to act like they know what's going to happen so they make guaranteed claims. Maybe you're not a jerk. I don't know. It depends on your definition of a jerk. Some people would call me just loving because I tell people what I... Meatloaf at 10 a.m. is wild. Well, we don't know where in the world they're at. Yeah, Viet, exactly. Oh, I'm sorry, Vin. You're not. I saw the V and I went exactly to Viet. You're not Viet. You're Vin. There is wisdom in Clay's crankiness. Exactly. That's a good quote. There can be wisdom in crankiness. I might have to steal that. That's not bad. Trade plan still holding. I must have missed it, Flash, if you gave a trade plan. All right, I will get short up here, though, if it comes back up to this area. It's been rejected several times before. A little tricky where to put the stop, though, because I've putting my stop up above it. Now I'm kind of in front of these key moving averages, which is not always the best spot to put a stop, but I just don't know if I really am going to have any choice if I want to. I am interested in a long down around this area of the chart. Interested in a short up around here, so I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking some sort of channel is going to form. Yeah, even if this is a range right here, even if we're going to say, okay, Clyde, let's just say this is the range. Well, at this point, I mean, that's right in the middle of the range. So if you're on team don't diddle in the middle, probably shouldn't diddle. Clay, this is my first time watching you live. Hey, Larry, well, good to have you. Welcome. Glad you're enjoying. Halt them again. So, what do you mean they halt? You made $10,000 again, Vin? Clay, what's a max you can make? What do you mean? What's a max? There is no max. You mean in the test account? You got to clarify, Compton. What are we talking about? Are you talking about the pro account? A test account? Good grief, Vin. Why don't you get a more accounts started? Let me ask you that, Vin. Why are you not opening up more accounts? Like, I believe you, but at this point, it's like something's not adding up. This is now your second day, this week, where you've made 10 grand in one day. And if I'm understanding right, you still only have one account. Why don't you fire up some more accounts? In a pro, there's no limit. Crap. No, okay. Never would have filled me anyways, because I was up there. This is kind of... it's a short or not too short. Again, if this is a channel, though, I'm still kind of right in the middle of it. No, Take Profit Trader does not have 250K accounts. I recommend Take Profit Trader. The most they have is 150K. I am. I maxed out the limit on the other test. Well, how many tests do you have going right now? Because with the way you're crushing it, you should get yourself up to the 5 pro accounts. Given your, I don't want to say ease, but given the rate and given this is your second time making 10K in a day within like the past 4 days, man, imagine doing that with 5 accounts. That's 50K in one day, brother. I'm going to try a short here. If it wants to come back up, put my stop up there. So looking for a short at the red line. Green line will be my stop. Luck? I don't know. I'd be on board saying luck if you made the 10K like just a single time, but this is like the second time you've made it. Dang, Philly, good job. What kind of size are you trading, Philly, again? Remind me. All right, not looking like this. Well, I'll let it sit out there just in case. Maybe I'm a little extra. I mean, the price action has not helped the crankiness, but maybe I'm also a little cranky because it was supposed to be nice today. And then we're getting we're getting the walls poured today for our found, like the basement walls and all that stuff are all getting poured. And then all of a sudden rain showed up. Now it's not supposed to be too bad, but it's kind of like, wait, where did this rain come from all of a sudden? So I'm checking the weather right now to see. Wait, I thought Trump's done speaking. $75K, 10 to 20. Okay, so you're just starting off more aggressive so you can, I would assume, scale out, Philly. What up, brother? Hey, Judah. They came from the sky. Ha, I'm not in the mood. Stop raining. Hey, John. Well, in hindsight, I shoulda, coulda, woulda, I guess, just gotten short around here instead of waiting, but that's just total hindsight, so it's easy to do all that stuff. All right, well, if you got short up around there and didn't wait for it to come up, congratulations, you got a great entry point. Oh, okay, so you're doing some sway trading? Like, Phil, I'm not trying to get too personal, but like how, like, do you have a family or anything? What I'm asking from is like, for me, those of you that are like trading all these after hours, I'm like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure my wife would kill me. Like, hey, are you going to spend any time with me and your children? So even if you have kids, like how does that work from like a relationship standpoint? But like I said, for all I know, maybe you're a single dude, and it's like, okay, well, that's a very different situation if you're a single guy. Oh, okay, there you go. So that makes sense then, Philly. My lady hates it. Yeah, man. That's why I'm saying futures is I want to be as objective as possible. There are so many good things about futures, but that is one of the downsides. Given that they're open essentially around the clock, it can turn you into a degenerate. So that is one thing that I found myself struggling with at first. I'm like, wait, what am I doing? It's like, I don't know, I'm just making this up. It's like 7:30 p.m. right now. Why am I sitting here looking at charts? Because coming from the world of stocks and options, at 4 p.m., unless there's earnings or something, I mean, the market's basically dead. Sure, there's after hours trading, but in the world of stocks and stuff, again, unless there's earnings or some big, it's not even worth. So like the thought of, okay, let me go check on Apple, let me go check on Tesla, let me go check on whatever at 7:30 p.m. was just an asinine. Like it didn't even cross my brain. Like there was zero temptation because it didn't even cross my brain. But with futures, especially when I first got into it, it did, because it's like there could be opportunity right now. So that is definitely one of the potential downsides. All right, maybe a long here. Gonna buy at the green line. See if we can get a bounce here off of this overnight low. I'm in. Little scalpy scalp there. So nice little scalpy scalp off of the overnight low. I think there is obviously not a guarantee, but a realistic chance that this thing bleeds down some more. That's why I want to just keep that as a scalpy scalp. But maybe I'm wrong and this thing bounces beautifully and I'm going to sit here and say I should not have done a scalpy scalp, but I did what I did. My wife likes it. She puts on a chick flick. I get... Okay, kids are growing. Yes, I mean, that's why I say we all have different contexts. I'm just saying that is a threat. That is a downside of futures, to keep things, not all like, no, there's nothing at all, there are no downsides with futures. No, I mean, I can see how they could become a tension within a relationship. I'll put it that way. Big game today. That's true. I forgot. I think that's somewhat of a rivalry. It would make sense because Nebraska and Iowa do butt up next to each other. But as a new resident of Iowa, I kind of get lost of what rivalries exist. Obviously, Iowa State, but... Hey, Orville, good to see you, brother. Still out there crushing it, man? Sell the rip. Well, let's first see if we can get a rip. Have I picked your side yet? No, the other eyes, the Buckeyes. I gave too much money in tuition to Ohio State to not just keep my loyalty with Ohio State. They got me for life. What about the past several months, though, buddy? Orville. I always get worried when people are showing up, crushing, and then they just disappear and go silent. I'm not saying this is the case, but it has been the case. Where it's like, uh-oh, did that person just get kicked in the walnuts pretty hard and they're off the map for a while? Again, I'm not saying that's the case in your situation, but it has happened. I have a rematch from when I was in college, UT versus Purdue. Purdue, P-U-R-D-U-E. Unless there's a different Purdue. Just been super busy. Awesome. Good job. Good job, brother. Well, I'm going to continue to watch that 21 EMA because as of now, it's doing work. Past couple times it's gotten up there, it's rejected. So trying to be patient, seeing if the price once again wants to get up to that level and then see how it behaves at that level. I would assume some people are looking more so at, what they would call a descending triangle here, which I'm not going to call them crazy. And they're thinking, okay, can we get the break down through the descending triangle? Maybe some of you are looking at that. If not any of you, there's got to be somebody in the world that's looking at that descending triangle. I kind of sort of am, but I guess you would just argue from my stance. If I'm just defining this as the top of the descending triangle, so I'm more so interested in, how will it behave at the top? So that's what I mean. Sometimes people are talking about the same things. They're just looking at it from different angles. So I'm kind of just looking at it from the 21 EMA. Other people might be looking at the same area, but for a different reason. Oh, well, that's also the top of my trend line of the descending triangle. So I guess pick whatever description you think makes you sound smartest. And maybe just throw in some extra words so you sound extra smart. Or maybe some abbreviations or something. Because that is ultimately the goal of trading. The goal of trading is not to actually make money. It's just to sound as smart as possible. Oh man, this is at the ABC X21 4, 5, 7 level. I'm looking for an inverted baboon, backwards, triple sow, balance beam breakout here. You know, that's kind of cool sounding. Who cares if I make money? That just sounded pretty cool. Clay going to take my first payout. Thank you. Hey, good job, rookie. That is fantastic. What's up with the wallet? What do you mean what's up with the wallet? Your money goes from your account into your wallet, and then if you want, from your wallet into your bank account. But when you move it from your wallet into your bank account, that triggers a tax event. That's what they're going to send you on the 1099. So if you want max purchasing power, just keep the money in your wallet and buy more accounts. So if your plan is to, eventually scale up to 5 accounts and copy trade or do whatever, just keep the money in your wallet. The inverse general, oh yeah, that's good. Those 2 payouts are for my first from. Oh, nice. Well, Orville, I've yet to meet anybody that has experienced other prop firms and then tries Take Profit Trader, gets to the payout phase, and then complains that you can take payouts literally every day now at this phase. So I'm pretty confident you're not going to be complaining about the ability now to take payouts every single day. No, you cannot, Rookie. Once it's out of your account, well, I've never had anybody ask me that. I don't think so. Pretty sure you can't, but I guess now that I think about it, you can't. But I don't know. That's an interesting question. I've never thought about it. I've never had anybody ask that. So I'll say this. I don't think so. But there is a difference between I know so and I don't think so. My answer is I don't think so. Yeah. Take Profit Trader is what I would. So here's my just general thoughts real quick since somebody asked on the prop firm space. So given that you are just getting started in the world of prop firms, you would be a beginner, like I said, to prop firms, and that's where Take Profit Trader is that just a clean set of rules, easy to understand, and then, yeah, daily payouts and stuff like that. So as a beginner, which is your case, I would go with Take Profit Trader. That's who I use, who I recommend. So there you go. And then if you use code Clay, so if you go to the screen link at the top and use code Clay, all caps, you'll get the current discount, which is 40% off, and then $0 activation fee. And it just helps support the stream too. I have a question. Like, I'm getting so much funded account and passing a lot, but I can't take my payout yet. I'm not sure what you mean by, what do you mean you can't take your payout? Do you have or you mean you can't get to a payout? And just kind of chopping around. I really can't give any advice, honestly, because I know nothing about you. I know nothing about your strategy. I know nothing about you. So, no, I really can't give any. Well, let me put it this way. I can give advice, but can I give worthwhile advice? No. No, because it takes getting to know a person and having an idea of what they're trying to accomplish and asking them blah, blah, blah. So, yes, I can give you advice, but I don't think you'd want the advice that I could give you. I think I am presupposing you want worthwhile advice, and that type of advice I cannot give. Nice, Evil. Thank you. Clay, are you aware of downsides to trade? No, I can't really speak intelligently, Philly, about that. I know people like them, but yeah, I don't know them like Take Profit Trader, since that's who I use is Take Profit Trader. I don't know, rookie. You'd have to ask TPT management, brother. How did I just miss that? I've been talking about this 21 EMA. I'd like to think I would have taken that, but I guess I don't know for sure if I would have. But look at this 21 EMA. Again, another rejection. So for the scalpers out there, another winning trade. Oh, Trump is still speaking? The point is you can remove profit at the end of the day. Yeah. I think what he's asking is, well, why don't you just move it from your account right into your bank account? But I like the wallet because a wallet allows you to keep max purchasing power, assuming, of course, you plan on buying more accounts. Hey, Catboy. He is still speaking. Okay. Goodness. So is this the long right here? Maybe so. I'm short from 0.95. Well, brother, where were you ahead of time? It's so much better. It's so much better when you call it out ahead of time. We'll trust you in this situation. But like the trust me bro trade plans are always a tough pill to swallow given this is the internet. But we'll trust it, 40 brand. I recognize the name. Might be a cup and handle forming. You're gonna have to specify the time frame because I do not see a cup and handle here on the 2-minute. That is a good question, Nas. One to which I do not have any answers. Okay, I'm in long. Bounced off this area last time. Let's see if I can get another bounce. Blue line is my entry. I am long. Do I add more right here? Probably not the greatest idea unless it... Yeah, decisions. Do I think it's going to bounce up from here? Doggone it. All right, out. All right, maybe a long down here at the white line. That white line just represents the low of the day. Done for the day. Good job, top brand. Looking to short right here, just kind of a back test area. If it wants to pop back up. Good morning, Eddie. The break here makes me think, okay, maybe this choppiness is over. This was technically that descending triangle breakdown that I talked about earlier. So now just looking for maybe something like this. It's broken. Does it do something like this? Back test and then roll back over. So that's the question on my mind right now. The back test and go. But if this thing decides to kind of just be what it's been doing and just come straight up, then I will have a losing trade. Again, looking to get short here at the red line. No. Ugh. Oh, so close, yet oh, so far away. Well, the premise is right. It did back test and come back down. However, within the nuance, I got the back test point wrong. It didn't quite come up all the way to... Now, had I picked that little low right there, that would have been beautiful. All right, I'll keep it out there. We'll see if it maybe wants to come back up here again. Haven't had a Black Friday in a while. So, George, are you calling it here first? Are you calling a massive dump tomorrow, George? Wow. Okay, George. So if it doesn't happen tomorrow, so what? You're all in short right now? I see what George is doing. Well played. That's funny. George is going to call it every Thursday until he's right so he can say, I told you so. If that takes him the next 4 decades, well, I applaud George's persistence. Okay, maybe a short here. Dude. Look how close it got on that one. Come on. Okay, I'm in. Put out some targets. Come on. If it hits that first target, I'll put my stop in here. Come on. Should I be taking the scalpy scalp? No, I'm gonna let it do its thing. Come on. I know I've had the chance at the scalpy scalp. Do I add here if it comes back down? I think I have to. Okay, I have... So technically I'm adding to a winner if I do add. Come on. Dude. Come on. I'm in. I did add. Keep coming down now. Start to fill me. Start to fill me. There we go. Keep coming down. Keep coming down. Keep coming down. Good. Okay, I have my stop in. So this will be a green trade now. Just trying to figure out how big of a green trade. So let's see how far down this thing might want to bleed. No, come on. Come back. No. All right, whatever. All right, I tried. And then it goes right back up. Okay. Well, the mechanics were there. I was positioned. I was ready. If that thing wanted to let loose to the downside, I was ready to capture it. It just decided not to let loose to the downside. How do you set your EMA? Right here. There we go. Those are my EMA settings right there. Right there. Man, I really did. I thought I was about to get a nice little, I mean, I'm not saying a crash, but I thought it was going to let loose a little bit more. And it didn't even do that before bouncing right back up. So irritating. I mean, like, I don't think I could have, well, yeah, I guess I could have played that better had I just taken out all my gains right here. But, okay, do I try again right here? I think so. I think I have to try it at least. Okay, we'll get short at the red line. Just trying to play the downtrend. It continually gets rejected, so we'll see if it wants to do it again. Again, looking to get short at the red line. Yeah, Good job, rookie. Shout out to you for at least just being open to what I was preaching around here. That the best way to go about day trading, the most efficient way, is to day trade futures through a prop firm. So I appreciate that, rookie. I'm glad you were open-minded enough to give it a try. Because, yes, compared to those small cap stocks and low floats, futures are so much better. Okay, here we go, maybe. Maybe. If that red line turns blue, I'm in. I apologize, it's behind the letters and numbers, but I can't turn those things off. I used to be able to turn off the letters, but they changed something with the indicator itself, so they're like permanent. All right, now I'm looking for the price come up here, bump its head on the green line, and then if it comes back down, I'll grab it short. Unless it just decides to go straight down from here. If it does that, well then, it'll be a missed trade for me. Yep, come up here, bump your head. Got to hit your head first. Hey, if you don't mind hitting that like button if you're enjoying, that helps. We need to be at the 100 like mark by the 1 hour mark. So we have 3 minutes to get 11 more likes. So per my metrics, if people are interested, then we should at least have 100 likes by the 1 hour mark. So I'd like to think we can hit it. If we can't, I guess we'll just call it a 1 hour stream. But so yes, now would be the time to hit the like button if you want to keep the party going. The like button is the metric I use to gauge people's interest levels. I'd prefer to use my time on things that people are interested in. So if you are interested, if you are enjoying, the like button has very practical implications. Man, tools would hit the like if you could. All right, there we go. 118. Very good. The party shall continue. Imagine if he ever shows up. Jay is going to just scream like a little schoolboy if Man Tools ever decides to show back up. It's going to be epic. Ooh, you're 4 long? I don't know if I like going against Brian. I might have to, though. I hesitated. To get short now, I think might be too much of a chase because my stop has got to be up there. So if I'm getting in short here now, that's 73 up to, yeah, that's like a 20-point stop. I don't want to risk 20 points. I hesitated. All right, if it comes back up here, maybe I can try to cook something else up again. But I did. I hesitated with the click. Good job, Rash. Congrats. I know I keep asking, but like, is the cabinet meeting, is Trump and are they still, is that all still going on? I want to build at 3K and then take profits. Okay, Rash. So if you have a really bad day of tilt, do you think that extra $1,000 is gonna help save you from tilt? Again, the question, Rash, you wanna get an extra $1,000 in your buffer. So that extra $1,000, so a $3,000 buffer, do you think on a really bad tilt day, is that gonna save you? It will save you, okay. It would not save me, but congrats to you that you're able to manage tilt better than I am. Hi, new sir in futures. Can you give me some tips? Yeah, the biggest tip I can give you being new to futures is to trade futures through a prop firm. Because futures are no joke and they will rip your face off. But a prop firm is what allows you to be able to control your risk and reduce consequences by a whole lot. So that is my biggest tip for somebody that is new to futures. Make sure you are trading futures through a prop firm. The prop firm I use and recommend is the link that you see there up at the top of the screen. Are your buffers bigger? No, I don't build buffers. I just take what I'm owed. If I'm owed for 54 cents, I'm going to take a payout of 54 cents. Because for me, if I build up a buffer and leave, let's just say $3,000 in there, it's like on a really bad day, that buffer is not going to save me. Because I'm going to look at that buffer and be like, okay, I got plenty of room. That means I can just be even more of a degen. And then it's going to be cooked anyway. So with that in mind, I might as well just pay myself. Wait. Black Sheep, what? What are you doing? This whole time, I thought you were a futures trader in prop firms. Am I about to lose my mind, or is that rage bait, Bob Black Sheep? Because I definitely recognize your name. Please, for my mental sanity, tell me that's rage bait and not true. Okay, maybe a short here. Maybe a short here. No, I said this a few streams ago. Okay, so why are you still doing this? I've already given you all the math. Why are you still doing what mathematically makes no sense and what is now punching you in the face? Why? It irritates me when people lose money when I provided a solution that would not have caused them, not necessarily not lose money, but not lose so much money so quickly. Like you're down 2,000 today. That's 20 accounts you've roasted today. In the prop firm equivalent world, you have now cooked 20 accounts today. Listen to him, people. I'm down 2K in my Robinhood trying to scalp options. Okay, well, I took that comment as you being like down today. Like I'm down today, 2K. But I think you just mean overall you're down. He's okay if he has time. What? Oh, okay. All right. Well, but you're done with options though, right? You're done with options though, Bob Black Sheep. Is that correct? Day trading. Okay, yes, and yes. Whoa, hey, somebody, what? Who said what? Who said what? He said something, she said something. The dog said something. I don't know. Somebody said something. Clay, I thought I can build a buffer so I can continue taking profits. No, I'm not rash. I'm not saying what you're doing is wrong. I'm just saying, and I remember this from a couple of weeks ago, and I give the person credit for even sharing it, but they were saying that they had a $12,500 buffer built, and then they just lost their minds, went on tilt, and they cooked that account. AK, not only did they lose their pro account, but they also lost $12,500 that they could have had. So in other words, they walked away with nothing, even though they could have said, okay, I cooked the account, but at least I made $12,500 from it. No, they walked away saying, I could have had $12,500 from it, but because I built the buffer, it's all gone now. Again, that's not to say you should not build buffer. It's just to say you got to ask yourself, how bad does it get for you when you go on tilt? For me, it's really bad. That's why I just take the payments. But maybe for you, you're like, no, tilt. I get tilt under control pretty quick, so the buffer could help. So again, I'm not saying you're wrong to build buffer. I'm just saying be honest with yourself and ask yourself the question, how bad does it get when I'm on tilt? Good job, Ronnie. Very good. No, I disagree with words like always, Frank. Always, every, those are very strong words. There are people out there that I am convinced that I believe they can control tilt, and for them, having a buffer keeps the account alive. So, yeah, I'm not going to say you should always take the money. I would just say you should always ask yourself the question, how bad does it get when I go on tilt? And you should always give yourself an honest answer. That's how I'll use the word always. Trump, Iran gave the U.S. 8 boats of oil. I mean, that's a bold statement there, random hero. Clay, have you been green daily? No. No. Monday, I think, was a record setting day, Dimitri. I think, if I remember right. Monday, in 5 minutes, I cooked 4 accounts. Thankfully, all test accounts. But yeah, so no. Well, again, depends how you're asking green. Because even with all the chaos, I at least salvaged the pro. So like, it's not as bad as what maybe sounds. But yeah, I have not been. Let me put it this way: I have not been flawless in my trades. Okay, Flash. I don't mind people talking about the politics, but you gotta just go down the middle of the road, right? Okay, we get where you stand in terms of, but like you made it too obvious. Right, you can hate the guy. Like you could dislike Trump and say Trump just said XYZ. Just like you could not like Biden and say Biden just said XYZ. So sure, you're talking politics because you mentioned the president, but you're just conveying the middle of the road, what they said. I'm not looking for the chat to turn into some political back and forth slugfest. That's just obnoxious, and that's not what I'm here for. Please tell beginners friendly pair in futures. Well, Dr. Spidey vlog, are you going to do a prop firm? Because I'm not going to engage with you if you're not going to do a prop firm. There's no way I'm going to give tips to a beginner and tell a beginner that it's perfectly okay for them to start futures with their own funds. So if you're not willing to say that, no, I'm going to do it in a prop firm, then yeah, I'm not going to give you any more thoughts because, yeah, that's very, I would argue, irresponsible to suggest a beginner go into futures with their own money. Ross, yes, everything on the site still pertains, yes. The only thing that has changed kind of behind the scenes, like in the community, for example, is, I mean, futures are by far the most popular thing. Just because, okay, I can't talk. Just because futures through a prop firm makes so much sense. Way back in the day, you know, it was small caps or penny stocks. Yes, that's how old the community is. I started in 2013 when penny stocks was actually still a thing before crypto. So yeah, it's an ever-evolving community, but at the baseline, we're all still just using charts, right? Because that's a powerful thing about charts, is charts are great for anything with a value, and if that value changes, well, then a chart is useful. Going for props here. Okay. And then, so what you would want to trade, I would say start with the micro. So either MNQ or MES. Those would be where you'd want to start. MNQ or MES, one of those two. Both have a lot of volume, and they're both the micros, which means they don't punch as hard. I need start. Wait, what? I need start. No. See, you don't. You don't need to. You don't need to. Don't trade stocks. Day trading stocks is too old. It doesn't make sense anymore these days. Not only is there the pattern day trading rule, but it's just stock. You need more capital, therefore you have more risk. You need bigger moves, and those bigger moves still produce less money than day trading futures through a prop firm. Like the ROIs aren't even close. So no, you don't need to. You need to not start stock trading. You need to, if you're wanting to be a day trader, you need to day trade futures through a prop firm. Again, this is all mathematically provable too. That's why Pam's plant is an undefeated argument. And why it always ends in the other person just calling me names. Well, not always. A lot of people are like, oh, okay, that's a good point. For the people that are not willing to concede it's a good point, yes, it'll end in name calling. All right, maybe a short here. We're at the purple line, which is the 50-period simple moving average. I'm trying to get short here. Hello? No! Don't leave without me. Don't leave without me. It left without me. Doggone it. No! How did I even not? All right. Okay. Take Profit Trader. So Take Profit Trader is who I use and recommend as a prop firm. And then through that prop firm, Tradeovate. So what it would look like is this. You would go and you would pick the account you want. Make sure to use code CLAY. Get the 40% off and no activation. And then after that, they'll ask you what platform. And the one that you see here is Tradeovate. So that's what you would want to select. Did anybody get short right there? Was anybody actually able to get filled? I didn't think I hesitated too much, but apparently I did. Oh, you got to be kidding me. That's rough. Can start intraday trading with only $50. No. Nope. For Take Profit Trader to get an account, you'll need at least $90. $90 gets you 25K in purchasing power. What is Pam's plan? It's my argument on why day trading futures through a prop firm is the best way to go about it. Right here. This is Pam's plan. Why day trading, and for, again, the category of day trading, why day trading futures for these reasons through a prop firm for these reasons is the most efficient way to go about day trading. Undefeated argument right there. Pam's plan. Pam's plan. Okay, Brad, I know you mean well, but stop. We have beginner people here. For beginners, I want to point them to Take Profit Trader because I believe Take Profit Trader has the best rules. There is nothing more intimidating for somebody that is a beginner to something, and then you throw 15 different options at them. Okay? I know you mean well, but for the beginner, Take Profit Trader. Today I started watching your videos about futures. Those are superb. Good. I'm glad you're enjoying. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. So much so that I'm going to go ahead and delete that out. I'm not saying they're a scam, but this is the internet, and given I don't even recognize your name. Again, I'm not saying you're part of anything, but I'm just going to err on the side of caution. Hopefully you can understand. Did oil pop? Oh, wow. Gold, gold, gold. All right, let's see what happened here on gold. Gold is such a jumpy bugger. That's the 21 EMA, Ronnie. 21 EMA. Yeah, it's easy tax reporting because all the prop firm does is send you a 1099. That's it. That's what you hand your accountant is one piece of paper. Well, per prop firm. But yes, with Take Profit Trader, you get the 1099 and you'll give your accountant that one piece of paper. No wheelbarrows needed. Like it would in like stocks or stuff like that. Here you go, accountant, with my 8,000 trades I made this past year. Gold tore me up this week. Yeah, gold has been, oh man, this is why I laugh when people are like, man, so can you tell me about that trade you made previously? It's like, I don't even remember Monday. Monday's not that long ago. I think it was gold that cooked me, but also helped me out. Nothing. I mean, I'm assuming you're doing the prop firm thing. The only cost will be the cost of the accounts. But yeah, like this platform here is part of it. So you don't have to pay extra for that. Dude, stop it. I appreciate when people ask me tax questions. Don't ask me or anybody else other than a local tax professional. The only tax thing I'm saying is if you are making money, you better be planning to pay money or taxes on that money. And the way it works at Take Profit Trader, which is, again, easy tax reporting, is they'll send you one piece of paper. All I know is that accountants and CPAs are not the cheapest people out there, so I prefer to just slip them one piece of paper as opposed to many. How's the trading going? It's okay. AK trades here, those are rookie numbers. You got to pump those numbers up. That's true, yeah. Again, I appreciate it. It's humbling. It's a compliment that people would trust me enough to ask for tax advice. But like, yeah, I'm just gonna hit you between the eyes and say, just go talk to a local tax professional. What? Okay, I'm still looking at gold. See, that's what's crazy. I kind of drifted off, and I thought I was still looking at MNQ. Okay. All right, is this potentially a long here on gold? Do we see some sort of bounce? Oh, never mind. As it flushes back down. Ooh, gold. All right, Flash, man. It happens, brother. I appreciate you being transparent and sharing the fact that you're down. Can't have green days every day, brother. Good discipline to just shut her off. Today has been kind of a clown fiesta again. Wow. So is oil going up right now, or no, not really. Gold is just, I guess, kind of independently getting smacked in the face right now. Oh, there is a note auction at 1 p.m. So we got to work together like yesterday. 1 p.m., I think I saw the 7-year note auction. Yeah, I think I did miss the spike, Stu. Sure, you're right. Because I looked away and I looked back and I'm like, wait, why is that really down far again? So why do you trade the... Well, I mean, you have to remember, Random Hero, that I have another monitor over here that has other time frames on it. Yeah, we'll have to run the target, or we'll have to see again. Is it going to be 102 or not? So we're slowly collecting our data right now. We'll see if 102 strikes or no. So do I think this is just a dead cat bounce and the trend continues? If yes, I should be looking to get short. And I will right there. I put my stop up there. Right there. Okay. Give myself a little bit of a tighter stop. So looking to get short here on gold. Stop is the green line. Now if this thing just goes straight back up, well, it is what it is, but that'll be my first target. Okay, I'm in. Like I said, if this is going straight back up, well, then I have been fooled. Come on. I want my stop loss in a green territory, but it needs to get a little bit closer to my target. Yep, right there. That's close enough. All right, so break even at worst case now. So right now, my risk reward is either break even or I'm making money. I'll take that. Break even or I'm making money. Okay, I technically made $4. All right. Well, that was boring. Why couldn't you just have come down a little bit more? Again, the mechanics were there. My situation was either break even or making money. If you can find yourself in that spot more times than not, I mean, I cannot make a guarantee, but I think you'll be happy. All right, as it goes right back up. All right. Yeah, gold can be scary, but I will say a stop loss helps reduce the scariness. Look at this. This area is seemingly a key resistance right here at 435. In some ways I'm tempted for another short here, but yeah, better not. Yeah, good call there, Random Hero. Good call. You have chosen wisely. Massive hammer candle on the 5-minute for gold, though. Look at this 5-minute. Now that's a hammer candle, boy. I've had it blast through my stop loss, so it's not something. Yeah, that is a fair point. Stops on gold can get a little sketchy with slippage and stuff like that. That is fair. CL long pain. Good job. Wise man once said, nail that sticks out gets hammered. Oh, nail that sticks out gets hammered. That is true. That's a very wise man. He probably lives on the top of, or in the Himalayan mountains somewhere. Okay, I'm sorry for asking again, but is this cabinet meeting still going on? Yes? Oh, good Chris. Oh, he's taking questions, so it could get sketchy at any moment. Fantastic. Purple line is a 50 SMA. Oil may want to rip better than gold right now. Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, let us know when you see something, Random Hero. Hey, Krim. The wise man once said nothing. Yeah, which is wise. Sometimes saying nothing is saying something. Man, this is what happens when the price action gets kind of choppy like this. We all get all philosophical. It's crazy. Yeah, well, good job doing the demo, Wayne. And don't even think about going with a prop firm unless you can start to make money on a demo. Because if you can't make money when there's no voices in your head, you're definitely not making any money when the voices show up. And the voices only show up if you have skin in the game. Buy land. That is a good license plate. Chop has a way of... Yeah. To bring out the inner philosophers in us all, just give us some chop. Okay, so here's kind of an update. This is how cool the live stream is. These are the updates. So I bought on Amazon this morning an actual blue light guard just for the screen. I don't know why I didn't think about this sooner. I blame all of you for not telling me about this earlier. And even if you did, I blame you for me not seeing it. Anyways, so I'm just going to put it over the screen. That way, I don't even have to wear the glasses anymore. Because I was looking and I'm like, I really don't like how there's a reflection in my glasses. And I'm not saying this is what's holding the live stream back from growing. I mean, the live stream has grown slowly over the past, 14 months. But I don't know. I sometimes wonder if the glasses are distracting, which would be understandably so. So I hope, I only bought one. I have 3 monitors, so I want to get one. It's Amazon, show up tomorrow. So probably Monday. Hopefully Monday. I'll be running the test on it, so we'll see what happens. Why not change the settings on the display itself? You can use blue light feature built into Windows. Well, how do I do that? Can you share which monitor? Yeah. It's a Dell U20, no, LG U27. They're 27-inch ones. Yeah, I don't know. U27 Dell. If you Google that, maybe that will, U27. Okay, yeah, here it is. Maybe, no. Oh, holy smokes, there's a lot of them out there. That really didn't help out. Yeah, it's a Dell 27-inch. But I've had these for so long, I don't remember, like, the exact thing. Okay, they call it night. Okay, this could be game-changing. Okay, night light. I can't type when my mic's in the way. Night. Okay, night light. System settings. Okay. Okay, so what am I doing here, folks? What am I doing? Turn on now. Okay, turn on now. Okay, now my screen is kind of like orange. Wait. Stop. Okay. Okay, I can see how, okay, so it's pretty intense. Okay, so strength makes it what, less? Okay, and then I mix it. Oh, okay, let's cook. Stop. I'm just trying to cook right now, folks. Wait, do I get to return? Okay, I still think that's too bright. Okay, maybe that's too much. Are you kidding me? Have I been not needing to wear these glasses this whole time? You guys are in so much trouble for not telling me this sooner. What do I need? I need more or less? Now I'm getting confused. Okay, it still seems a little bright, so I need more. Dude, are we cooking right now? Are we cooking? Did we just cook something up? I think we just cooked something up. Dog. Okay, wait, can I cancel that order on Amazon? Holy smokes. Just give me a second. Let me cook real quick. Amazon. Okay. Come on, Cletus. I'm buckling under the pressure. I can't do it right now. I'm buckling. No. Oh, crap. Did it already ship? Stop. Cancel items. Cancel. Reason. No longer need. Item sold by third party. Other. No. Stupid mic. Dude, this is a game-changing development. Game-changing. You guys just saved me like 180 bucks too. Because each one of these were like 60 bucks. No, wait. Why can't I request? Oh, wait. Yeah, this. Attempting to cancel requested order. Okay. Okay, I need to make this stronger, though. Maybe a little bit more. I think that's it. Did I try this in the past? All right, well, let's see what happens. Oh, okay. I get a little, these colors are a little different than I'm used to. But okay. Let's see what happens. Can you, now wait. Now does it, wait, okay, wait, we might have a problem. Did you guys notice color change too? Okay, maybe this was the problem earlier. Do you guys see the color change? Is your screen all different too? Oh yeah, no. Oh my goodness. Your screen, you dented baboons. Your screen. Do you see anything on your screen? I'm not asking about my face, you dented baboons. The chart, which I'm assuming you're looking, I mean, I know I have a beautiful face, but the chart that I'm assuming you're looking at 99.327% of the time, does that look the same? Okay, thank you. Okay, all right. Thank you. What do you have against baboons? I am a baboon, so I have nothing against myself because I am a baboon. Yeah, you're right. Now I look like I got a tan. I like it. All right, back to business, I think. I don't know. There's still like, it seems like there's still an edge. Crap, did I just cancel this and I didn't need... Yeah, there's still a little bit of a... we'll see. The chat saves you $180. Reward us. Okay. Go check out my YouTube channel. Hundreds of hours of free videos there on stuff that actually matters. There you go. There's your reward. See how I was proactive, Snow Leopard. Okay, maybe a double bottom down here. All right, maybe a double bottom. Let's see if we can cook something up. Ha 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 ha, baited. So you were trying to bait me. That was an intentional rage bait. When you know that there's trolls that show up and are always trying to bait anyways. Yes, my friend. All right, well, somebody give Snow Leopard a timeout. Make sure it's minimal since at least he was honest. He was trying to rage bait me. Yeah, he was honest, so make it minimal. What is your bias for the day? Dude, I have no idea. Nobody has. Unknown. That's my bias. I have no idea because Trump's talking, cabinet meetings are going. Trump meeting is over. Yeah, $180 does buy quite a few diapers. Okay, I'm looking to get short at that line right there. Market eternal charts that I use are pointing lower. Roger that. I mean, yeah, I would say that right now the overall trend is down. It's shifted down, but okay? I am short. On the back test, which I hope it's just a back test. But if this thing decides to just go straight back up, not fun for me. Which apparently it's doing right now. Blue line is my entry. I am short. Ooh, gold just rolled over too. I'm $3 away from pro account. That's the worst when you're that close. I don't know. I mean, just start with one MNQ. Come on, brother. Just feels so weird now. No glasses on. Ugh. Come on, dog. The Bulls get the horns out on this one. Well, hopefully not. Hopefully at least can drop down below a little bit. Again, blue line is my entry. Now it's putzing around right above it, which is always fun. I was 6 away earlier and got with... Dude, come on. Don't bounce off the blue line. Let's not do this game. I swear, this is like the second... All right, there we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'll take the little scalpy scalp. It could go back down. Well, yeah, I mean... They could also announce the end of the war anytime right now, and it skyrockets up 1,000 points. You just don't know. I appreciate you were using the word could, though. That's for sure. I think I am interested in... Ooh, I think gold has been maybe the spiciest thing today. Do I try... Whoa, hey! Somebody... What in the world? Just watching... All right, I gotta go. I gotta go. Are you kidding? Dude, that's why you think I'm kidding. This is what, okay, somebody asked earlier, what are the costs of some of the tools that will be needed for trading, blah, blah, blah. Make sure you factor in toilet paper cost for your desk. You will need it. I was thinking about getting ready to hop in right there. Oh my goodness. Hey, somebody hit us. Wow. Oh, man. Code Clay. Code Clay for you undisciplined longs. Code Clay. You definitely need it. Code Clay, all caps for the undisciplined longs. Well, I think it was it Flash? Somebody said earlier, yeah, but sometimes on gold... Like, the stops can only do so much. And this is a perfect example where there was definitely slippage. Like, a stop, yeah, it still would have eventually gotten you out, but, oh boy. How many dollars is that? I don't know, Nas. All I know is I got to change my underwear. Stop asking number questions. I'm just trying to figure out at what moment can I step away to, you know, put the toilet paper to use. Okay, so is oil spiking up right now? Or I don't... Yeah, no, oil's just chilling. MNQ is essentially... Yeah, gold is kind of doing its own thing today. Catching this drop on gold? I was thinking about catching it right there. I probably should not disclose that because at this point it makes me look like an idiot, but I was thinking about it. That's why I needed this, because my life flashed before my eyes. I'm like, holy, no pun intended, holy crap. I was about to buy right there. Oh, boy. Did anybody else start to speak a different language on that? Give me a 3 if you started speaking a different language. 3 for another language on that move. There's no way I'm the only one. All right, at least me and Jocko. That's good. And Tim and Snow Leopard and Black. All right, good. And Philly. Okay, good. What do you mean what? Oh, yeah, I don't know what happened. Well, a bunch of sellers showed up and not enough buyers to prevent that. That's what happened. Why did a bunch of sellers show up? I don't know. I spoke. Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like when I say speak another language, I mean like ones that don't even exist. I did. I know, Timbo. I remember you saying that yesterday. Yours are your languages are a little bit more colorful, brother. Negotiations broke down. All right, do I try a long here, or is this about to be another? Okay. No, this is not wise. This is not wise, Clay. Don't do it. Well, don't blame me, Stoosher. Blame Marky. It's not my fault. Dang, don't be blaming me. I don't know. I find that hard to believe. Negotiations broke down, yet this is all the reaction. So I know I don't think, with all due respect, I would disagree that this has anything to do with negotiations breaking down, because this doesn't seem like that type of action. And then you look at okay, oil's finally, that makes a little bit more sense. But yeah, gold. I mean, goodness. I've been in a church where people speak. So you've been to a Pentecostal church? Is that what you're telling me, Matt, man? U.S. dollar. Well, the U.S. dollar better. Listen, as somebody that has no races or horses in this race, I don't know any precious metals. I'm on team U.S. dollar. I operate under a basic premise that the stronger a country's currency, the stronger that country is. So I would assume the U.S. dollar is going up right now, so which I like to see. Now I understand that if you own gold and blah blah blah, fair enough. You're kind of, you're not exactly on team U.S. dollar, but I am on team U.S. dollar, given I'm a American, and that is my economic prism that I work from. Well, Clay, if the dollar's too strong, that hurts imports and exports. I don't care. At the end of the day, don't try to tell me that Zimbabwe was a good country when, what was that exchange rate? When like a piece of bread cost 5 million, whatever their currency was. Don't try to tell me that was good for the country. So I don't mind seeing this. As long as the U.S. dollar is going up right now, which I assume it is, and Sean says USD is moving up strong, I'm all for it. Was it really 5? Stop. Hey, Kem, I remember you. Where have you been? All right. You have a $1 billion bill. Is that a real thing? Sometimes I can't tell if you guys are just trolling me or if that's a real thing. All right, I'm going to go with 1. Just 1. 1 MGC. Wants to come down here. Let's see what happens. But just 1. All right, Ask a Guy. I appreciate the support. Oh, good to have you back, Kem. All the money in Zimbabwe today is worth less than 20. That's crazy. Am I about to get blasted? Well, it's just 1 MGC. Famous last words. It's only 1. It's only 1. I don't know. My spidey sense is tingling. Is this thing about to just blow down through there? Yeah, I only trade futures in a prop firm now. Easy. It's too hard of a mathematical argument to overcome. Like day trading stocks, options, forex, crypto, you just can't generate the same ROIs. It's just yeah. As a stupid person, I just need to follow like what's just makes sense, right? Because I can't overthink things, and the math just makes it very clear that day trading futures through a prop firm by far makes the most sense. Me thinks we should make new lows. Well then, Mark, you better be short right now. I've been on a roll for 4 weeks. Good job. Why do I like trying to catch falling? I don't know. I don't know if I've ever even researched that out. Maybe we could come up with our own theory. Why is catching knives or trying to short the top such an attractive thing to do? But I'm just going to try a long down here. Okay. Okay, good. My spidey sense was right. That would have been a losing trade. Oh, that would have been a bad one because I would have gotten stopped out and then it would have bounced in my favor. Oh, boy. Yeah, that would have been bad. I mean, if you want, Mark, you can talk about your option spreads. I don't think anybody's going to understand if you start talking iron condors and bald-faced donkeys. But the only reason why it was, it just didn't fit into yesterday's conversation. You were using what we call lottery logic. But yeah, I mean, you're welcome to talk about it. But I don't know how many people here are doing iron condors and butterfly spreads and stuff like that. Imagine being a gambler right now. Well, yeah, they're having great a time because a gambler is seeking out adrenaline, right? This is adrenaline producing. So yeah, gamblers are having a great time right now. They're loving this. Yeah, I'm trying to catch a knife right now. There's no need to lie to myself about it. Was copying 5 PA accounts and suddenly lost my edge. 4 accounts, 1K drawdown. I mean, that's just the life of a trader, right? That's it. We all go through our little cycles on things. I do some long-term iron condors. Yep, so that would be the swing trading category of things. Okay, here we go, maybe. Maybe kind of, sort of. If you think if we break 23,901. Okay. So does that mean you're getting short at 23,900, Mark? Am I understanding you right? If we break this level, I think we go to weekly open at... Oh, I'm sorry. So where are you getting short at then, Mark? Let's start there. Where is your entry point? You've given us a price target. Cool. Okay, so where are you going to get in at? I'm short now, okay? And then where's your stop loss at? Final part of this trade plan. You've given us a target. You said you're short now, so you're short somewhere around here. So where's your stop loss at? Okay, well, what number is that? What number is that? Could you just give us the number? Like, what number is in the system as your stop loss? She just bleeding right now. 24,064. All right. Whoa. And where is your entry point at? This better not be a trust me boat, trust me, bro, trade plan, or you're going to try to tell us you got short right there. Clay, are you also using footprint or heat map? Neither. Nope. That's the bottom of orb. Which one? Which one? You dented. Are we talking the 5-minute orb, the 15-minute orb, the 3-week orb? Thank you, Canute. I play. Okay, well, that there, and I said this, Mark. I asked for entries so you can just so I can just see. Like I play. So you're saying I play opening range breaks. Well, I don't know what that means. I don't know how you're defining the opening range break. Is that the 5-minute? Is the 15-minute? But if you would just give me a number, that's how, like I said, in the spirit of efficiency, we can just cut right through. We can cut to the chase. Like I'm just trying to make everybody's job easier. But when somebody tells me the orb, well, there's like 8,000 orbs out there. Is it the 1-minute orb? Yeah, the 6. I don't know if I've ever heard of the 60-minute. But that's my point. It's like, wait, I definitely heard of the 5-minute and the 15-minute. That's true. The 60-minute orb is always 60 minutes after the open. But even that is technically not enough context. Well, you mean after the open at like 6 p.m. Eastern at night? After that open? Or are we talking the Asian Open, the London Open, you are trading randomly or not? It's all random. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just making this up as I go, Jake. I'm just clicking buttons. So yes, everything is random here. Clay, with TPT, you can withdraw the 2K buffer, right? And then... yes, but there's a 50% fee on that one. Hey, Clay, I started trading with your video. What video are you talking about? My future series? But yeah, back to Jake's question. If you're looking for like a thought process or logic, you're in the wrong place. If you're looking for a baboon that's just clicking buttons totally randomly, then you're in the right place. I entered at 24,064. Doggone it. Okay. Next time, Mark, give us these numbers ahead of time, brother. Again, we'll trust you in this situation, but I'm not a big fan of the trust me, bro, trade plans. What MAs am I using? 21 EMA, 200 SMA. Oh crap. I think I just cooked myself. I thought that was a 200. Oh my goodness. These look the exact same now. All right, this nightlight thing is going to have to... This should be purple, brother. This should be purple. That's purple. Oh, that's purple. Oh yeah, that's purple, boy. All right, there we go. That's a 50 SMA. That's a 200 SMA. Hey, do you guys now agree this is purple? Do you see the difference? It's been a hot topic. But you guys agree? Can you see a difference in these two now? I just joined your stream 5 minutes ago. Okay, that's what I'm saying, Mark. Next time, though, if you can give us a trade plan ahead of time, that is so much better than the trust me, bro, trade plans. Again, I do believe you, actually, Mark. I do believe you. I'm just saying, to be fair, and hopefully you can acknowledge this too, like this is the internet where people kind of just say stuff. So I do trust you in this situation. I'm just saying, in the future, no pun intended, if you could give us trade plans ahead of time, I mean, that's spicy. Gold is gold's dumping? We weren't aware. We weren't aware that gold's dumping. Oh, another leg down, huh? I'm kidding. I was thinking about buying right here as the price was coming down, and then, yeah. And then I needed to use the restroom after that. Well, thankfully, I did not buy, though. Good, Mark. I think that's a good middle ground, brother. I like having you here, by the way. I can tell you seem like a very reasonable individual, so it's good to have you. The lockout option in Trader 8 with TPT is great to protect yourself. Yeah, it is. Something that I would think has been helping people out. Ooh, is this a bounce here? Like a little double bottom type thing? I don't know. It's getting kind of intense right now. Is this going to be another flush down through? But I'm not going to call you crazy if you try like a little double bottom here, because you can have a tight risk profile. You know, get long right around here, you're stopped somewhere down around here, and if it works and you get a nice bounce, then you could be looking at a very nice reward relative to whatever you were risking in the first place. Bear flag breakout possible. Breakout or break down? Hey, Clay, on the withdrawal of the money inside the buffer. I'm not sure what. Withdraw the money inside the buffer. I'm not sure what do you mean by inside the buffer? There is no withdrawals until you hit the buffer. But I might be misunderstanding your question, so. Just trying to see if there is. Yeah, I can't say I'm seeing any news that really. I'm curious if there's anything out there about gold. Just out of curiosity. Like, why is gold just getting pummeled? Not really seen anything, so. Yeah, but once you have traded over the buffer, it says you can draw the. Yeah, oh, okay. I have never done that, Brad. I have never done that. No, Philly, I don't think that's true. If you have a rule violation, everything is just toasted. Yeah, Brad's right. That has nothing to do with the rule thing. Maybe a short up around here, and I can just throw a stop kind of right up above there. So that's what I'm kind of vaguely thinking, kind of, sort of. Okay, so Philly, let me ask this: What kind of rule could you break, where then take profit traders going to be like, "Hey, you broke the rule, but would you like this? Would you like this money here?" Oh, okay. Well, I've never heard of that. That's interesting, Philly. But I mean, I trust what you're saying. So yeah, I did not know that was a thing, which is kind of very nice on their part, actually. But that is news to me. Up 5K. I'm thinking, Compton, how many accounts are you running right now? Three. Okay. Good job. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I've like when I cook a pro. Well, then again, maybe if you hit the drawdown, but he did mention a rule that doesn't technically like blow anything. He just held it for too long. So yeah, I don't know. And like I said, it's Philly. It's not some random guy showing up. So I trust what he's saying. Yeah, exactly, Rash. That's what I like about Take Profit Trader. Very clean set of rules. Do I try a long here and just throw my stop down here? That's what I'm contemplating right now. Trying to be patient. Trying to be patient. Ooh, uh-oh. I better not. I should not draw this, but that's a worthwhile line to draw and keep an eye on. So right now, looking at bear pennant overall. So there's the bear pennant. So if you are a lover and believer of bear pennants, I don't know, that's kind of, I would assume that is the question on your mind right there. Do we get the break and follow through? I'm assuming, like I said, if you are a lover of bear pennants, and that is the current question on your mind. A W bottom? Well, I think this is an ABC reversal to the downside. What's gold doing still? All right, gold is chilling out here now. All right, maybe a short up around here. In fact, I am going to throw a short out up there. So looking to get short at that red line if it wants to bounce up a little bit more. That green line up there is a 21 EMA, and the 21 EMA has quite the track record on this one. Hasn't been perfect. Nothing's been perfect, but going back here, reject, 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 then things broke, and then we had fake breakouts, fake breakout, fake breakout. So again, no guarantees, but I don't know. I don't think I'm crazy to try to short right there. I think there's some logic behind that decision. Again, doesn't mean it's guaranteed to work, but the whole goal of trading, in my opinion, is just do things that seem logical. Try to avoid randomness, and I would argue there's nothing random about that. Thank you, Todd. Yes, Code Clay, all caps, feed some hungry kids. Code Clay, all caps. I recommend Take Profit Trader, but if you're with another prop firm and you enjoy and you want to help support the stream, feed some hungry kids. Code Clay. Oh boy. Is it about to flush? Again, this is the bottom of that bear pennant that I drew. I just used Code Clay. Thank you, Tim. You just fed some hungry children. Yes, if you're not aware, I have 6 children. So when you use Code Clay, it goes to feed, it goes to feed my children. I have 6 of them. So you are feeding hungry children. They are my children. So you are supporting a good cause. Do I short here? I don't know. I don't know if I can trust the bear pennant. Maybe it's going to laugh at me and say, Clay, you should have trusted me, brother. I'm just having trust issues right now with it. I hope you're not feeding them stale Twinkies. Nice, Mark. Mark's got me beat by 1. Love it. Love it, Mark. That's some good stuff. So as you know, I don't know how old they are, but either way, you know there's never a dull moment. I'm with Apex, but I'll give it a try on my next eval. Yeah, I think you'll be very pleased with them. Easy. And hopefully you consider using Code Clay, brother. Likewise, Mark. 5 mini short now. All right, the king, and where's your stop at? Thank you, Easy. So he just took the short right here. I have 5 all grown now. 5. Nice, Tim. I'm long. You're long what? This or gold? I've tried twice so far in TPT. Need to give another round. Yeah, Dev. Again, like I said, I've yet to ever meet anybody, especially those that have experience with other prop firms, and then they're willing to try Take Profit Trader, and then they get to the pro account in the payout phase, and then they say, you know, Clay, I really don't like these daily payouts. I really don't like being able to request payouts every single day. I've yet to meet anybody that complains about that. So that is why I always say Take Profit Trader certainly deserves at least a try. Even if you have other prop firms that you like to use, they're at least worth a try. I've yet to meet anybody that complains about daily payouts. Maybe there's somebody out there that exists that would say, you know, I really don't like the ability to request payouts every single day, but I've yet to come across one. And then, yes, if you are a beginner to the prop firm space, Take Profit Trader is where you'd want to start. But what is the minimum? There is no minimum. After you, like I said, after you meet the requirements, aka get to your buffer, anything above the buffer, there is no more requirements. Well, shame on me for not trusting the bear pennant. For those of you out there, specifically, I'm thinking of where'd he go? Of the king. Good job to the king. Okay, then he had to be a total dent and deserve a timeout. Give this guy a timeout. Should have listened. In other words, I told you so. Give this guy a timeout. I was trying to give him a shout out, and then the dude literally goes into dent mode. Again, please be aware. Here's a lesson in situational awareness. What's the quickest way to be annoying, really in life, but especially on a live stream? To say, I told you so. Because just remember, for everybody, if you tell me it's going up, there's probably somebody else telling me it's going to go down. In other words, there's always somebody that can tell me I told you so, which is why it's so obnoxious. So just as an FYI, situational awareness. Now, I realize some of you don't really care if you're considered an annoyance. Like, maybe that's your goal. So I guess I just gave you a hack into how to be annoying. But, like, if you do want to try to be an asset, don't be the I told you so person. Yeah, what was crazy there was I was trying to give the guy a shout out. Should have listened. All right, let's see what this wants to do. Do you feel like you get extra pressure because we're watching you and maybe overthink? Oh, yeah, I'm sure there is. I think I've gotten better at it over the 14 months. Like at first I was like, holy crap, but now it's like, yeah, I'm sure there is. In the crevices of my conscience, I'm sure there's some extra pressure. There you go. I mean, you got me there, Lactidwall. That's good. Oh, hello, newbie. Do I short the back test of this trend line here? I don't know. I think I'm still in so much choppy mode that it's hard for me to trust. Oh, crap. I got an order up there still. Ugh. That's how accounts get roasted, folks. That's how they get roasted, because that was an order sitting up there where I didn't have a stop loss in. So, yeah. For any of you that were did anybody try to warn me? Hey, dude, you still got an order out there. Yee, that could have been bad. There we go. I like this. Now I have like a double whammy. I have the former high right here, which now is beautifully corresponding with the 21 EMA right there. Does that guarantee resistance? No. But again, go to the talking point of, do I think that's valid and logical? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, no, exactly. This gray button here should be your friend. It never hurts to click that button every now and then, just to make sure. I don't know, Easy. Why do you ask? I blew a 100K account by not closing it on Monday. Oh, so you forgot an order out there, Compton? I've been there. Sadly, for me, I'll just speak for myself. But the fact of the matter is, that's never going to be a problem that goes away. Life happens, stuff happens, just forgetting of orders. That's just something that's going to happen every now and then. I'm not sure there is actually a way to like guarantee we as humans with busy lives are ever going to forget. Okay, yeah, if you go to claytrader.com, easy, you can see what I have to offer there. Okay, sometimes people equate having a course with a scammer, which is, it's not, I mean, that's not I mean, sometimes it's obviously true, but like, I hate getting thrown on that because it's like, well, anyways, I won't go down that rabbit trail. But if you're not one of those people, then yeah. Well, I don't know. You'd have to ask those people. I think a lot of them use the logic that I pointed out is very, very self-entitled of, if you're such a good trader and you make so much money, why do you need to offer a course? I think a lot of people use that logic, which again is at the core the most self-entitled, greedy logic that exists. And if anybody here and feels that way, I do understand why you feel that way, but I'd be happy to tell you a little story. And then the end of the story ends with, now which one of these people sound to be very self-entitled and greedy? But maybe nobody here is prescribing to that logic. Again, 7 order up there to get short. I don't know. I'm debating, should I just be short in the back test here of this trend line? Right now, it's holding up. Too much coffee, but a good guy. Nah, I barely drink any. I have my coffee thing right here, but it's... In fact, no, never mind. That was tea. My wife yesterday was like, why did you make yourself tea? You just wasted that whole thing. You barely drank any of it. And that's the same with coffee. Like, I'll make myself coffee, but... Man, I just like to have fun, brother. I haven't passed enough yet, so my confidence and pain... Well, I mean, that's the thing. That's the apples and oranges. I see where you're coming from, but I would argue if you were shopping for prop firms based on price, that's the wrong thing. I argue you should shop for prop firms based on rules and payout policy. But I understand a lot of people shop for price, which is why at some point we as a chat, we're starting our own prop firm, and we're gonna offer $5 prop firms, but we're gonna have 5,000 rules. Therefore, nobody's ever gonna get a payout. But because so many people just shop based on price, we're gonna do just fine. We're gonna do just fine. So yes, I argue do not shop for a prop firm based on price, because yes, some of them have lower prices, but especially as a beginner prop firm trader, holy smokes, you could be throwing yourself into a buzzsaw of rules, and it's not going to be good. Yeah. What kind of camera setup do you use? I don't know. I have some web camera that I've had for years. But the nice thing is when you look like a Greek god, which I do, I mean, it doesn't matter. You can get the cheapest camera ever and you're still going to look good because, I mean, by definition, I look like a Greek god. So next topic, please. No debate is allowed on whether or not that is true. I say it's true, therefore it goes. Next topic. Ooh, I like that, Tyler. Baboon Capital LLC. I like that. Long, 984. All right, newbie, I respect that. Wait a minute. We got 2 newbies? Are you the same dude under 2 names? Newbie, are you playing games, brother? Are you here under 2 different names? Look at that. Back-to-back newbie. Uh-oh, newbie. Well, then everybody's accounts would be blown in that situation, Vlad. Again, I'm looking to get short at this red line. Trying to be patient. So far, so good. Needs to pop up here a bit more. And I'll get my stop loss up there. There we go. So looking to get short at the red line. Stop is the green line. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this line here. I think it served its purpose. So I guess technically now I'm looking to play a fake breakout of the 21 EMA. Since my entry is now above that line. Used to be right at it. But I still like playing kind of this little congestion point here. So just trying to be patient, seeing if it wants to get up to that level. Because Take Profit Trader doesn't have scaling rules. There's no scalping rule. There's no consistency rule. It's just so clean. It's so cut and dry. So you're shorting the 21. Not anymore. I'm not. I'm technically, it would be I'm playing a fake breakout now of that level, right? Because my entry is above that, or I'm sorry, behind. Or I guess, yeah, above that level. Rookie, whatever your drawdown is in the test phase, whatever that drawdown amount is, that is your buffer in the pro account. We could be changing the trend now. Maybe. And if we are, then this is going to be a losing trade. Sells were at 14 and 32. I'm not sure what you're saying there, Dashner. Okay, well, newbie, you can't manipulate the stats like that. I appreciate where you're coming from, but don't manipulate the stats like that. I need to know the true stats. You're only using a stop loss. No take profit. Well, I mean, I have profits, but like I'm not going to put everything in there right now. I'm just trying to cross one bridge at a time. Let's first see if I can get long. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can get short here, and then I'll worry about profit targets and blah, blah, blah. But in my mind, I'm seeing stuff. I'm long towards the 12 half size. Okay, Dashner, you're either trolling now or you're way smarter than me because you're using all the terminology that I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm long towards the 12 half size. Huh? Easy. Just sit back and watch, brother. And I say this with all due respect. We can't really turn this into a one-on-one coaching session with you, brother. If you want to learn, go check out the website. Okay, here we go. Maybe. Looking to get short at the red lines. Okay, I'm in. Not looking so good, though. Is this some sort of legit breakout? Might be. Yeah, not looking good. Come on. Come back down. Come back down. At least if it hits that first target, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm cutting it. I don't like how it's putzing around and it can't even give me that first target. No thanks. If you're still in, I'm not blaming you at all. But for me, even now, like why? Even now, I'd still be waiting for that first target. I don't like how it's refusing to come down and at least hit the first target. But again, if you're still in, I mean, hindsight will be the judge. I'm not calling you crazy at all. If you're short and you're still in and you think I did not give it enough time, fair enough. But in my mind, well, there you go. Well, actually, I don't know. Would that have hit the target? I think so. Oh, it's bond auction time. What are we doing, folks? Why did you guys not tell me? That's bond auction right there, 102. Got a little spicy there. Were you guys trying to tell me? Doggone it, did I miss it? I totally forgot. Okay, Alex Lyles, you need to give us some trade plans ahead of time, brother. You need to tell us these three numbers ahead of time on oil. Your entry, your stop, and your target. Right now, I think you're just doing trust me, bros. Nobody told me. I mean, it's my fault, but I'm going to blame you guys anyways. Now, this was not as nearly as spicy as the other ones, but so the thing that you need to remember in this day and age of just debt spinning out of control in America is that the market tends to care more about these note auctions, the bond auctions. And today was the third day in a row of a bond auction. And the bond auctions usually happen at 1 p.m. Eastern. However, the auction does need a couple times to actually happen. And the working theory is that they take about 2 minutes to finish. And then at 1:02, the results of the auction are given. Hence, kind of the little spiky spike here, little craziness at 1:02. With that said, this was very mild compared to 2 days ago. That was a big one. And then even yesterday, we saw some spiky at 1:02. So that is where, and it's hard to remember because for the longest time, the markets didn't care about a bond auction. But now in this day and age, they do care. So you got to keep your eye out for the bond auction and try to remember at 1:02, it can get a little squirrely. Yeah, Dad, we told you. I don't think I've seen that one. Okay, now what I'm telling you next time, Alex Lyles, is you've got to tell us all this stuff ahead of time. Again, we'll trust you, but like moving forward, just tell us these numbers ahead of time. It's way cooler that way. It's way more enjoyable if somebody calls something out ahead of time and then we just watch it play out beautifully for that person. Do I trade gold sometimes? I do. Yes. Yeah, I never saw that one. I don't know. That was where I think Brad Pitt was doing a bunch of weird movies, wasn't he? Well, to those of you that are independent thinkers and are like, you know, Clay, I agree with your entry point here, but I disagree with you jumping out of the trade. Hey, right there. That is the power of independent thinking. Good job. Yeah, I know, Mad Money. It's all right. It happens. I followed my rules. When that came down and it was like, I mean, you saw it. I was like, can you at least just give me my first target? And the fact that it was being so difficult to even give me my first target, I don't like it. So I'm like, all right, see ya. Today was not excellent, but green. All right, Luis. Bond auction, that's good information. Yeah, no, and you're not, like I said, it's only started to really matter within the past year-ish or so. Hey, all in ballin'. Possible power hour action setting up. Maybe. Ooh, all right. Gold is, I don't know. Is this a big dead cat here? Is this a big dead cat bounce? Or, ooh, okay. Don't do it, Clay, but I'm going to do it. Don't do it. I'm doing it. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Name the theme song. Name the theme song. Let's see what kind of movie connoisseurs we have here. Is that a right? I think I'm fitting a square peg through a round hole there. All right, going to watch that trend line here on gold. I mean, from a big picture standpoint, like a real big picture standpoint. Oh, is this just some sort of kind of big old bear pennant here? Nice. Yes, correct. Jurassic Park. Well done. One of the best theme songs ever. It plays whenever I walk into a room. Like somebody plays it on the radio. No, it just plays. It just comes out of thin air. All right. Yeah, I think gold looks a little bit more interesting right now. Today's one of those days. Blue a pro, then make 9K and test type of day for me. Yeah. So did you not have any more pros in the stable? I'm selling gold from 44.34. All in ballin'. My opinion is this is my opinion. I am not arrogant enough to think that I know your rules and your strategy better than you do. So my opinion is this. Follow your strategy, follow your rules. So what does your strategy say you should do? Follow that. Okay, you just decided not to fire it up. You didn't want to toast it. Gotcha. Fair enough, Raspberry. Yeah. So typical, I try to be responsible and save my pro account, but had I used it, yeah. I've been there, but that's all hindsight bias too. Had you cooked those accounts, you'd be like, man, I'm glad I didn't fire up that racehorse. I mean, this, again, the white line here, as far as my platform, this maps out the low of the day. So I don't know. Do we try double bottom here? Maybe. I'm not going to commit to it, but maybe. So trying to keep an eye on gold. Ooh, okay. I will try it. If it breaks the trend line on this candle, I can't do it. But what would be great is this. This candle comes down here and closes slightly above it. Next candle starts, comes up a little bit, and then comes down and breaks through. That way I can get an entry right around here, and I can have like a tight little stop. So that's my ideal world. And this candle will keep on moving for the next basically 45 seconds. So these are 2-minute candlesticks, meaning each one of these moves around for 2 minutes. And that's what that timer is watching. So when that hits 0, a new candle will start to form. So as of now, I need this to come back down to give me my kind of like ideal situation. I wanted a 973 target, but exited the short much earlier. It happens. Okay, yeah, so we still got, okay. Come on, come back down, come back down. Yeah, okay. Not looking like I'm going to get my little, nope, definitely not going to get it now. 2, 1, all right, next candle, here it is. All right, never mind on that one. I'll try to keep a close eye on it. Man, silver is so intimidating. Is silver even worth trading anymore? Clay, sorry, I am a baboon, but you said max it. Okay. You asked what is the buffer on the pro account. What I'm saying is this. Whatever your drawdown is during the test phase, that amount is your buffer in the pro account. DJ is laughing at something. I don't know what, I don't recall saying anything. She must just be laughing at me, which is makes me self-conscious. I don't like when people just laugh at me for no reason. It hurts my feelings. Yeah, I don't like shorting this breakdown here if it happens. Not after this candle has formed. Let's go back to MNQ. Ooh. Hey, Bake Leafs. Going all right. Been a while since I've seen you. All right, I am trying to juggle. Maybe, yeah. All right, if it goes without me, then it goes without me. I didn't like it, and I was wrong to not have liked it because there is the nice follow-through move right there. Well, for any of you that were like, Clay, man, I disagree. I like the trend line, but I'm gonna, because I'm an independent thinker, I do like a short right there. Hey, once again, the power of independent thinking. Don't be a blind, lazy sheep. I mean, it didn't look good for me, and Luis, I mapped out why it didn't look good, brother. Because of this candle right here. Trading some gold today, I see. Well, if you scroll back, Baked Leaves, you'll get all the you'll get the full experience. It was a good setup with the 21 EMA there. It hit the 79, 73 target without, yeah. Well, it happens. It happens. All right, might have to try a long here. Let's, I want to see how this candle forms. If I can get a hammer here, well, stay a hammer. Yeah, so let's see how this candle forms. So again, in my ideal world, this candle closes, somewhere, just gives me a hammer. And then the next candle, very specific, comes straight back down. Forever it closes, comes straight back down, and then comes up. I don't want to see it come up and then down. So however this candle closes, assuming it's a decent candle, I then want to see this next one come straight down. And if it does that, then I'm throwing my order like right up around here. NASDAQ is so scary. Yeah. Well, if you think it's so scary, then good for you. I don't have any problems with ES. ES is a little too slow for me, but if it works for you, perfect. Almost identical entries on both, but I overmanaged the funded instead of, yeah. Sometimes we do overthink things. We get a little too fancy. I've certainly been there. All right, again, watching the timer. This candle is going to be done moving around in about 10 seconds. Okay, this is not the candle I'm looking for either. I said a hammer candle or something close. This is not that. Yeah, this is Deesh. Okay, come down. Like I said, I don't want to see it come up too much. Yeah, yeah. ES is a little too slow for me too, but we're all different though. So if some people, if you find the ES right up your alley, more power to you. I gotta get off the charts. I'm going to make bad decisions with this price action. Well, hey, somebody had a shot. That's why traders need this right here. That's why traders need this right here. Yes, you need some. Yes, you need internet. Yes, you need like a phone or a tablet or a computer to be a day trader. You also always need to have a roll of toilet paper for moves like that, folks. Don't forget about budgeting in toilet paper. There you go, Timbo. That's the secret. Oh boy, I might try to get a little too cute. Was that just some nasty fake break and now we're about to get a move back up? I'm trying along here. Maybe just a fake breakdown scares some people. Let's see. Just blew your 15th account today. Yeah, it sounds like you were on account tilt. So be careful. All right, like I said. Maybe this was some sort of fake breakdown. Do we get it some sort of equally spastastic snap back up now? Let's see. Again, looking to get long at the green line. We're also at March 20th low. Okay, I'm in. Just try to take an opening target right there to put a little bit of the risk behind me. Come on. Oh, overall. Oh, okay. I thought you meant your 15th account today as in like you've blown 50 accounts today. Okay, overall, gotcha. That lessens what I thought I heard at first. Come on, at least like I said, at least hit that first target. Come on. Push, push, push. He, ho, he, ho. Hey. Okay. Should I sing? Does it need a song? I don't know if the market's in a singing mood or not. Sing me a song, you're the piano man. Sing me a song tonight. We're trying to make some money and avoid living under a bridge. La-di-da, to just go up a little bit more. I don't want to live under a bridge. I have a family I'm trying to feed. Please just bounce a little bit more. Okay, I'm not. I can show you the world. Shining, shimmering splendor. Tell me the last time you've been on a magic carpet. A whole new world. Thank you. A shining. I don't know the lyrics anymore. Let's make sure this is break even. Please keep bounce. Oh, okay. Should I bring out this secret weapon? Do I bring out the secret weapon? Me. It's raining men. Oh, well, okay. Don't sing that one then. Never mind. The market is not in a it's raining men type of mood. Don't. Okay, okay. No. Not that one. The whip sign. Dang. Well, at least I got my first target hit, but that I wish we could have been a little bit more follow through. Literally stopped to say, yeah, it did not appreciate that sound effect one bit. Gold just went a little lower. Yeah. I'm going to stick with MNQ for now, though. What platform am I trading at? I am trading with Take Profit Trader as my prop firm. So layer number 1, I'm with Take Profit Trader. That is the link that you see at the top of the screen. And then through Take Profit Trader, I am using Tradeovate as the platform. The whip could be a good TikTok clip. Think so? I don't know. I'm not a TikTok expert. All right, we'll see if we can try to get... I'm interested in another long, maybe down around here now. Especially if this is a nice little hammer candle. So we have, almost as I've been putting out the timer, this candle's about to be done moving. Yep, I like it. I like it. So like I said, I want to see this thing come straight down. I don't want to see it come up and down. But right here, this is beautiful. Yep, just come straight on down. Good. Good. Yep. All right. This is what I'm wanting so far. Obviously, it's still got to come down here. But this is exact initial movement that I wanted to see. I was short when you were long. We both won. Oh, great. Participation trophies for everybody. Okay, here we go, maybe. Come on. Okay. Come on. Come down a little bit more. Just trying to play a little bit of a double bottom here. Okay, I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. Put my first target there. Come on, hit that first target. Hit it. Hit it. Hit. 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 Dude, come on. Thank you, brother. Okay, stop is right there. So it could still be a losing trade. It'll be very, very minimal, though, at this point, since I was able to take out some profit, and now I only have 2 contracts left. So could still technically be, if I did the math right, okay. So a small losing trade on that one. Well, I tried. I tried. She bounced enough to at least hit my first target, and then that. So, okay. Trade with the trend. Really? That's how easy it is? Okay, well, T-Woot, help us out here, brother. Help us take that slogan and make it more practical. So could you give us 3 numbers to help illustrate how we should be trading with the trend? Could you give us an entry, a stop, and a target? Could you give us those 3 numbers? That will help make it more practical for me to understand what you mean by trade with the trend. So could you give us 3 numbers, bruh? Or do you got too much creatine powder on your fingers right now? Clay, how can I not be scared of short? I know why. I don't know. I realize it's bizarre at first, but you get used to it. But I mean, there's no to be scared. Just put it. That's what stop losses are for. Only take winning trades. Pretty. I know. Okay, we're all waiting for T Wood to show us what trade the trend means. I mean, he might as well just say, hey, bro, buy low, sell high. Oh, okay. Again, he might be in between sets right now doing his deadlifts, or he's eating his chicken breast and broccoli right now. How do you take longs? I always short. I do both, brother. Me sipping creatine water's a thing. Where'd T Woot go? Hello? Maybe he's going for a PR right now. Going for a PR on the deadlift of 85 pounds. Let's go. Get those 85 pounds up. He's in a... I put it in water. Oh, okay. I didn't know if there was actually literally a creatine water now or something. Okay, so you make your own creatine water. Gotcha. Clay, you're much calmer lately. Nah, you've just toughened up a little bit, Chevelle. You've actually gotten some hair on your chest since the last time you've been here, boy. Welcome to the world of manlyhood. If you have any questions about why you're getting hair into your armpits, just let me know. If you have any questions about why your voice is starting to change, let me know, brother. I'm the exact same, but you have changed. Your body's going through something right now that could be confusing to you, but I'm happy to explain. I mean, it happened to me at age 3, but that's okay, man. My short really played out. Good job, Brad. Other YouTube finance chats are so annoying now because people are allowed to just flap the... Yeah, I mean, where did T-Wood go? What a dent. Trade the trend, bro. Okay. Could you specify? Crickets. Which proves the point. Yes, cliche sayings don't mean anything. I was laughing at something when someone commented, but I forgot it was... Ah, gotcha. Phone a Fred. Yeah, I don't know, man. People would probably buy it. Maybe we should create that along with our new prop firm. We'll call it creatine water, and all we'll do is just throw creatine in water and then bottle it. Hey, 444 trading. Fantastic. Congrats, man. Manwood? You mean man tools? Yeah, exactly. Lisanne's, the trend is your friend. Okay, cool story. Like, okay, now tell us. Tell us how to use the trend as your friend to make money. Give us a trade plan. And that's how you hit those people between the eyes. And like, oh, I guess it's not as easy as just saying cliche sayings. Exactly. Just trade the range, Clay. Oh, okay, well, give us a trade plan of how to trade the range. What are some other cliches? The trend is your friend. Buy low, sell high. Trade the range. All we are is dust in the wind. Yo, what up, Clay? Watching on my lunch break. Looking for a pop after. All right, CPN. Yeah, apparently, Mark, that's what it is. See profit take. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Yep. Yeah, that's, yeah, Bender. That's another one. Yep, Larry. Yeah. Yeah, that is a popular one for sure. Oh, goodness, 444. You might, that might send me over the edge. Again, T, what? Stop acting like you know. I asked you something very specific. And now you're acting like a tough guy because you can't answer it, because you just realized. What I did was I just poked your inner conscience. I asked for a very specific trade plan, okay? How would you trade the trend? You have not answered that. You've just done the, well, I don't care then. Give us an answer. T, what? Again, I know you're on roids right now, so you're having roid range, bruh. But just be careful, man. Roids are going to make your walnuts shrink up a little bit, if you know what I'm saying. So calm down and just answer the question, T, what? T, what? Okay, good for you. I'm a fan of compound movements. Give me some deadlifts. Give me some squats. Give me that bench press. That's cool, man. But can you at least just map out a trade plan? My little 3-year-old can say, trade the trend, Daddy. That doesn't mean anything. Map it out. The dude's probably got a needle in his butt right now from his roids. I understand. Needles in your... Oh, I don't have any experience with that. But anyways, brother, come on, T. What? Where you at, boy? Don't bring that roid rage here. I know you're jealous because yours don't look like this. But you'll get there, son. You'll get there. Exactly, 444. And that's what I'm pointing out to these people when they say cliche sayings. I'm like, okay, well, let's take the saying and let's make it practical. Give us 3 numbers, entry point, target, and stop. And then T-What just disappears. Well, T-What, I'm mad at you, brother, because you said to trade the trend, and I said, well, can you specify? And now you're refusing to specify. So I'm mad at you, brother. I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you. Just tell us all. We all want to learn. You say trade the trend. Okay, well, tell us what that looks like. Give us a trade plan. I will say, I like T Wood. He's responding back with the LOL. So there's a sense of humor in there. So I do like that about the guy. But I am still a little mad that he won't specify. Why am I mad? I literally just mapped out why I'm mad. I quite literally just said why I'm mad. So now I'm mad because I just told you why I'm mad, and then you ask, why are you mad? So that's why I'm mad now. So I'm at 2 layers of madness. I'm on my lunch break. What does your lunch break have to do with an ability to give a trade plan? Yeah, but really, why are you mad? I literally just told you why I'm mad. Like, I literally just told you. Meatloaf lunch break. I'm starting to like T Wood. I went at him pretty hard there, and he took it as intended as a joke with the LOL, so that's good. But I still do want to know about the trade plan. All right, looking for a short here. My premise is we're still in a downtrend, so per T Wood's advice, I'm trying to trade the trend. I was in here last week. It was a joke. Calm down. Oh, okay. Well, you could have just said that way earlier that, hey, man, I was just joking around. That would have simplified all this stuff, T Wood. Okay, noted. He was just kidding around anyways. All right, let's see. I was hoping to get up a little bit closer to the 21 EMA, but this candle's whispering my name. MGC going for BOS. Listen, dude, I'm an idiot. Can you stop using all these cool sounding abbreviations? BOS? I don't know, baboon. Baboons of Spain? I don't know. MGC is going for the baboons of Spain? What are you talking about? Arch, stop acting like I'm smart. Stop. That doesn't mean break of structure. Stop. Stop. That's not what that actually means, is it? Stop. 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 No. 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 Hey, Arch, could you let me know what BOS stands for? And please, if it stands for breakup structure, can you just lie to me and tell me it stands for something else? Hello, Arch? All right. Rebel wins the day. Rebel wins the day. Thank you, folks. It was nice being here, but Rebel just mic'd. I cannot top that mic drop. I cannot type it. Top it. Type. I cannot top it. Rebel wins. Game over. See you later. I got what, Arch? What does BOS stand for? I think you might be in a cult. I'm concerned for you. I think you might be in a cult. Wait, what am I on? Okay. See, that's the problem. Hopping back and forth. I don't even know. I can't remember if I'm on gold or not. All right, going for a short right there. Stop is up there. Buy or sell? I don't know, Chadop. You do your trade plan. What? Don't be a blind, lazy sheep, Chadop. Asking me if you should buy or sell. I'm a dented baboon. Would you go to the zoo, bang on the glass, and ask at the baboon display, hey, is this a buy or sell? Because that's literally what you're doing right now. You're literally at the zoo, banging on the glass enclosure at the baboon display, saying, buy or sell. Okay, I'm in. I'm in. There's my first target. There's my next target. Let's see if this thing wants to get smacked. Let's see if Cletus wants to give the Bears, or I'm sorry, the Bulls a spanking. Spank him, Cletus. Spank him, Cletus. This is a spank him trade. Cletus might get stampeded by the bulls. He might spank him. I'm rooting for the spank. I'm rooting for the spank. Come on, spank him. Spank him down. I know I could take the Skelpy Scalp, but I want the spanking. Come on, Cletus. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's getting a little dancy here. Spank him, Cletus. Come on, Cletus, spank him. Come on, Cletus. Spank him. Come on, spank him. Spank him, Cletus. Spank him. There we go, Cletus. Spank those bulls. Spank him again, Cletus. Spank. I'm going for more of a spanking. Don't judge me. You don't know me. Spank him. You don't know me. Spank him, Cletus. Spank him. Spank those bulls. Oh, spank him. What kind of spanking is this, Cletus? I guess I'm not out yet, but I'm about to get... Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a green trade, but I'd rather have it come down here. What a... Cletus, you disgust me. I might try again, actually. Pump time? What are you talking about? Pump what direction? Down? Sub-Zero? Who's Sub-Zero talking to? Did Arch ever tell us what BOS stands for? Is he part of a cult? Do we have that confirmed or no? Yeah, no, Cletus disappointed me. I mean, I'm not. He was in a total failure, but I was hoping for a bigger spanking. Pump up. What do you? No, I want to hear from Arch. I need to hear out. I want to hear from Arch if he is in a cult or not. Yeah, Cletus showed back up. He's spanking those bulls. You are a micro scalper child. Okay, yeah, so he confirmed part of the cult. So sad. So sad. Wait, Arch is a girl? Sorry, let me click on that. Let me click on the image. I didn't realize it was a girl. Archana Baines. So sad to see she's in a cult. Sub-Zero got angry though, dude. Trying to tell me it's going to pump when it's up here and then it gets dumped all over. Come on, man. You got to be careful about Cletus. I'm out though, so I hope Sub-Zero makes money. All the shorts, we've had plenty of... Yeah, it wasn't a beautiful one, but we had enough movement to make some money. 444. We're not in cults. We're not morons. So no. So no. What's my capital right now? Very little because I'm in a prop firm. So yeah, basically nothing. Are you trolling right now, 444? I'm with Take Profit Trader. And I like the 50K and the 150Ks. Oh, you think... Okay, well, calm down, 444. You're taking the rage baiting too far right now. Taking it too far, brother. A break of structure. Just say a break of the support. Just a breakdown. Structure. You mean a pattern? Yeah, but if I say structure, I sound so much smarter. No, just call it a pattern, which is what everybody's ever called it since the... I mean, good grief. It's a bull pennant pattern, not bull pennant structures. I'm telling you what, the human's desire to sound smart, man, it can drag people into some weird spots. Holy smokes. Hey, Carter. Doing all right. Doing all right. The clave. I don't know. Is this like a triple bottom here? I don't know. This... I guess more a double bottom if we just combine these two. Bottom one. So, I don't know. Maybe a double bottom. I don't know. I'm going to watch. I'll watch, see what kind of candle forms down around here. Oh, man. And it's pure. It's all genuine rage, DJ. It's genuine rage. The bottom right-hand corner reveals no hints to the level of rage that I am experiencing right now. There's no hints there. It is pure rage. It's all genuine rage, too. Like, I am furious right now. Yeah, so what does it call this right here? Like, I would call it a double bottom. You know, based off the double bottom pattern. Like, what cool terminology do they use for this? Double unicorn horns. I call it yo mama. Yeah, the low, exactly. But I mean, if you call it the low of the day, I mean, you don't sound smart there. Are you trading with the mini or the micro? Right now, I'm on the micro. These were my mini trades from earlier, so that's the NQ. This is the MNQ. And then this was MGC. So, yeah, gold. Gold didn't quite work out for me on the trade I took. They do relative equal lows. I'm sorry I asked. I don't know why I asked that. More like inner battle, but having fun at the same time. More like inner battle. Again, as I've always said, does some of this stuff truly annoy me? Yes, absolutely. But does it annoy me as much as what it seems to annoy me? The answer to that is your hint is in the bottom right-hand corner. Like, do I actually care as much as it may appear that some dude that doesn't have any hair under his armpits yet and still lives in his mom's basement is like, no. Back from the dentist? Ooh. I actually some decent action. I mean, way better than this garbage. I mean, for me, maybe this is, so as I've always said, one trader's turd is another trader's gold bar. For me, this is some turd-like action. Maybe that was like gold bar for you. But really this afternoon, to be fair, I mean, this has been a nice trend. Like this, if you traded with the trend, I mean, you've been doing, oh my goodness, just fine. So the white line here is the low of the day. So the price can never get below the white line. The white line itself will just adjust lower. So yeah, in other words, we are putting in new lows right now. Remember, see, I mean, this is... Come on, Sub-Zero. Did you get out, Sub-Zero? When you're saying here, you're saying they're going to pump it. You got out. Did you stop out, please, Sub-Zero? I like you. Were you disciplined, brother? If not, you're toast. Clay, that was a great call. I don't even know what call. What are you talking about? Was I short up here? Don't tell me I was short and scalped out. I wasn't. Oh, right here. Crap. I think I was. No, I got stopped out. I got stopped out, I think, right? I don't think I scalped out. Pretty sure I got stopped out. You stopped out. Okay. Bought at 556. You defined a pump as 5 points? Huh? Okay, so in my terminology, I don't consider that me scalping out. I would say I just got stopped out, but I can see how you'd think like I scalped it by getting aggressive with the stop. So that's fair. See, this is the cool stuff you get to check in your email once you start to own farmland. Yeah, I better not show that. There's maybe a little bit more. Hey! Okay, whoops. I was like, well, I don't know. That maybe gives a little too much more information. I don't know. And never mind. Anyways, just reading about got an email from the USDA. What does that even stand for? United States Department of Agriculture. There we go. Buy land. That's my investment thesis. Buy land. If you can get some farmland, even better. If you can agree on the premise that people value their lives, I think farmland is a good investment. Nice job, Scary Drawdown. All right, I am going to now look for a long here. Right there, if it comes up to that green line, looking to get long. So if that green line turns blue, I'm in. Again, if the green line turns blue, I am in on the long side. But I'm only willing to get long if it pops back up to that green line. Rain dance and come. No. I only danced like a chicken once. And then it dawned on me, well, there's people in like my real life that know about this thing. So do I really want to see them? Do I really want to like have them see me like cluck? It was a one and done type situation. It was like, okay. Because Jim, hey, all right, never mind. We'll go back to the drawing board. Now my risk profile will be too big. What state do I own farmland? Iowa. Now again, I'm not a farmer, but I do lease the land to a farmer. Which is fed my ego. And I've told him this. I'm like, dude, you're an Iowa farmer. That's like the big leagues of farming. Like, so when I tell people my farmer, I feel like such a baller. My farmer. And not only is it any farmer, it's an Iowa farmer. Dude, let's go. I mean, explain to me how that's not supposed to pump up my ego. Okay, if this comes down and then comes back up, I will take a swing at it from the long side. Does he give you soybeans on the cheap? No, I don't think so. I'm not sure that I want. What do you use soybeans for? We refer to them as producers. Who cares about Iowa? Well, I mean, Iowa's the big leagues of farming. Maybe you're not from America. But here in America... Oh, wait, did I just ban that person? I'm sorry. I did not mean to ban him. How do I unban? I meant to check out his profile picture to see if he's maybe a troll. Unhide user. Sorry about that. Oh, no, no. They've been around since 2007. Okay. Doesn't mean they're not a troll, but... do I try long at these lows? Yeah. Okay. Long. Maybe a little bit of a fake breakdown of that hammer. Or maybe not. Do I add more here? I think I have to. I'm going to add some more if it comes back up to that green line. Or just cut the loss if this thing keeps dropping here at this point. Good grief. I'm blurry? I am blurry. Why am I blurry? Did I get too close to the camera? I think I'm good now. Nope, that was definitely not a double bottom there. All right, out there. Okay, George, here's your rule. I get it. You're kind of like a class clown, I would imagine, growing up. But like, you got to say something serious every now and then, okay? I heard it's... Yeah, farmers are... Yeah, I have so much respect for farmers. Like the capital required and then variables like weather. I could never be a farmer. So to me, farmers are like on the same level as like police and fire, and like they play a vital role, right? Speaking of that, I got to check the weather again, see if the rain is now out of the way. Good grief. What? Where did this all come from? It's irritating me. Okay. So it's finally supposed to be gone then. In theory. Again, for context's sake, we're building a house. The walls of the basement are getting poured today. And like this entire week, there was not supposed to be any rain today. And then rain just showed up. Yeah, that's true. The fuel, yeah. And fertilizer cost. I had something that fertilizer cost went up like 77% or something. Okay, somebody give George a timeout. He's trying to be too funny. Too funny all the time, no good. Give him a timeout. We'll see if he wants to maybe reconsider some life choices. Holy smokes, you gave him a 24... Reward is a savage. Did you give that dude a 24-hour timeout? Woo! Reward. We were in Alabama working last week, and diesel was 5 cents. Wow, in Alabama? That's crazy. We are just bleeding right now. A lot of farmers book their 25 fertilizer prices, but looking at a hammer. Okay, is that how that? Yeah, I'm not going to pretend like I know the intricacies of a... But all I know is I saw fertilizer prices have skyrocketed, which will eventually work its way through the supply chain. Because I'm a dent, I'd like to try another, but yeah, this is just, I'm looking at the 5 minute on this thing right now. Just, I mean, barely, I mean, these upper shadows don't even really exist. Just a slow, steady bleed. I would assume oil is slowly grinding upwards. I would have thought a little bit more. I mean, it's up, but yeah, I was not envisioning that. Too low to short, not moving. Yeah, yeah. Right now, I don't know what to do. Like, to go short right here seems like a total chase. Like a total chase. But to go long, as we've already illustrated once with one of my trades, I mean, that's just trying to catch a knife. And yeah, I've already been cut once. Meta is getting cooked. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wasn't there some sort of news or what was... Oh, boy. Well, for any of you investors out here, myself thinking out loud included, I don't know, is this a time to maybe nibble on some meta? Clay, May should rest. What do you mean May should rest? You mean maybe? What do you mean May? Issues with Google. Oh, I thought it was like a court case or something. Or is there? Or there just? Yeah. There wasn't there something about a lawsuit? Yeah, exactly what Tim said. What are you talking about with? Or is it just pour? Or is it saying when it rains it pours? No, auction happened. Auction happened at 1 p.m. Eastern, so that has happened a while ago. Legal issues with. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff going on right now. Wait, does Meta, I can't remember. Does Meta pay a dividend? I know Google pays a small little dividend now. Does Meta? Meta, I can't remember. Dividend. Ooh, they do. I mean, obviously not a huge one, but yeah, maybe I'll pick. I don't own any Meta right now. I like me dividends. I'm trying to build passive income. I like to make money when I sleep, so that's one of the requirements at this stage of my wealth building. Is I'd prefer dividends. So what do we do here? Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know. Yeah, we won't get into that. I don't know how I feel about all that stuff. Like, is this just opening up the can of like massive government regulations now? I don't know. We won't go down that rabbit trail. It's an interesting discussion. I think I need to think through it a little bit more before I flap my lips too much. Well, I'm just saying, like, when you're younger and you're just trying to like grow capital, like, yeah, I mean, I understand growth stocks. That's very attractive, and hey, growth stocks, stuff like that. I'm just saying that where I'm at, and again, I'm 42, so I'm older. Like, I don't know if I'm necessarily looking for more capital. I'm just looking for passive income now. But yes, passive income comes at the sacrifice of you're not going to exactly be exploding your capital, right? Pepsi and Coca-Cola pay dividends, but like, is there any really possibility where Coca-Cola or Pepsi makes like an Nvidia type move? I mean, never say never, but I don't think so. Yeah, that's where my mind is at right now, Tim. It's like, where do the parents fall into this whole equation? JEPQ. I don't know if I've looked into that one. I think I've heard of it though. Look at AGNC for dividend. What? I don't know if I've ever heard of them. Who's AGNC? Again, I'm not looking for like a 30% dividend, FYI. Yeah, okay. Yes. Okay, 14.5% dividend. Yeah. But there's also quite a bit of, like, why are they paying so much would be my question. Holy smokes. Once again, knife catchers just got cut. I can see why people might have thought that might have been a bottom. Okay, a little bit of a hammer green candle. And then just like that, suckered in again. Yeah, they must be dealing with some pretty risky stuff. Stop at 864. All right, well, you just got stopped out then, brother. I think. I guess I don't know what your trade plan was. Yeah, like I said, for me, I don't know what to do with this. I already tried to catch the knife once, and I got cut. So here's what the 5-minute looks like, just basically straight down. And if I'm being brutally honest, I almost got cut right there too. Because I that was, okay, maybe I now give it a try. That would have been another losing trade. So yeah, to go long here, I mean, you are catching a knife that's got a lot of weight behind it. To get short, seems like somewhat of a chase. Yeah, some of them, I own a couple of those where they sell calls and stuff. All I'm saying is, like, there's no such thing as free money. There is something being sacrificed, right? QYLD, for example. QYLD, big percentage out. But if you look at it like from a growth, like it's actually, and I own some QYLD as an FY, but like it's not, there's always a trade-off. I'll just put it that way. All right, maybe some kind of short here if it keeps bouncing. I'm at max tilt and gave up a bit, tilting in one more. All right, well, Cam, I appreciate, good job, Cam, recognizing you're on tilt, but I also realize that I'm talking to somebody on tilt, so anything I tell you, you're probably going to be like, I don't care, because that's kind of the 3 words that show up during tilt, is I don't care. But all I can say, Cam, is if you're willing to listen to any of us at all, just shut her down, buddy. Shut her down. Get away. I have 500 drawdown left. Well, you're still in the game. You're still in the game. All right. Well, the knife catchers, if you try, I mean, how many times you got cut before finally getting a move, I don't know, but you know, that is why people try to catch the knife, right? Try to get one of these bounces. I am looking for a short. I'm still in the bias of the trend is down. I will try a short up there. I just passed this account yesterday. Today, too, has been... Yeah, it happens. Well, you know what, Rebel? At least you know you can pass a test. That's good. Hello to Clay Trader. Your content is great. Well, thank you, Weatherby. Glad you enjoy. Again, looking to get short at that red line if it wants to bounce back up there. We'll see. New lighting, Clay? Something like that. Dude, it looks so dark in here. I really look like I'm in like a Afghanistan cave right now. I think if I turn the light on, it's too Monka. Yeah, now I got the light over. Yeah, that's not going to work. Or at least I don't think that works. Is this better or no? The thing is, if I get my, see, I don't know. Is this better? I don't know. Too bright? Yeah, what are people's thoughts on this? Looks like I have a halo. The cave is better. Go dark. No light is better. Okay, I don't even know why I asked. Too bright. Okay. Sid Hearth, you're the only person so far. Oh, I'm sorry. You said no light is better. I thought you meant no light is better, but you meant no light is better. The English language, man, it's tricky. Okay, go Afghanistan cave. Okay, I'll go cave. Once I'm in the new office, I don't know, we're telling ourselves the house building process will take like a year just to try to not, hopefully it's not that long, but so hopefully in like a year from now, I'll be, I'll be in my new office and all that sort of stuff. No, that's right, Siddharth. That was a tricky one. All right, maybe that one's not in play. Do I play the breakout or get out? I could do that. Either this thing's going to continue on down, and I'll put, yeah, I like this. So maybe the trend picks back up pace. If it doesn't, oh well. I'll have a very tight stop here. Okay, I'm in. Like I said, this is a breakdown or get out. Either keep coming down and resume the trend, or I'll take the quick stop. So there's my first target. I'll put my next one down there just in case it double bottoms, but let's see. Like I said, just looking for a very breakdown or get out. And right now it's not breaking down. So probably going to have to get kicked out of the trade here. And I am kicked out. All right. Well. Raspberry. It's funny. But I hope you're kidding. Like, hopefully you didn't cook 10 accounts today, right? That was a joke. Because that's not funny if you cook 10 accounts. As much as I appreciate people using code Clay, please don't use code Clay 10 times in one day. Unless you're doing like, you're buying 10 accounts because you want to go and copy trade a bunch of accounts. But like if you're cooking one account after the other and you're like, okay, code Clay for the 10th time in the past 17 minutes, just step away, please. Step away from your computer. Okay, jokes, good. Do I try again? I don't know. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay, okay. Well, see, doggone it. Why couldn't you have done that the first time? Clay, you should have given yourself more wiggle room on the stop. I agree. In hindsight, yes, but that's hindsight. Five-minute close above 870. Right idea, wrong timing. Yeah, I agree. I don't think I know. Okay, I take a step back. I don't think this first target would have been hit anyways. It would have been close. So yeah, never mind. Oh, that's dirty. Well, some green finally did show up on the 5-minute. I mean, the 5 went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we had 25 minutes straight of just red on the 5-minute. Again, this is the same account. Same account. These are my NQ trades. These are my MNQ. And then this one right here is gold, MGC. That was one where I had myself positioned. I was getting ready to count those Benjamins, but then it just didn't cooperate, and yeah, it was basically break-even trade. NDX 0.5% away from correction territory. Roger that. Oh, really? 15 minutes got 8 straight red? I'm quitting while I'm... Yeah, especially if you're in payout. Don't give back the payout. Yeah, lock that in. That's good for the psyche. Especially when it's your first one. Your target was hit. Good job, Mark. What is overall TA on XAU and XAG? I don't know. What does your technical analysis say? Oof, I was down big, then recovered for 20. Hey, are you on some Novocaine right now? Functional parameters. Wow, I can't even say that. Yeah, well, you succeeded. Dude, maybe that's the trick for you. Just get cavities, so you have to go to the dentist to get Novocaine and then come and trade. Maybe that's your holy grail. Your holy pill, as we call it around here. The dump almost took you out. On gold? Yeah, now we're just... Gonna try a triple top. Rejection, rejection. Can I get a third rejection? Let's see. So trying to get short at the red line. Hey, good job, Casey. What's your margin? I'm with a prop account, so I don't have to worry about any of those numbers with the margin. I would say we were still bearish on gold. And okay, well, there you go. There you go. You would know your strategy and all that better than I would, so I'll say that. Face cam is blurred. Oh, you're right. Huh, that's weird. Why? Is it still blurry? Let's see if this helps. Oh, I think that helped. I think. Maybe. No, dog. No. Well, no triple top. It just decided to roll over, so never mind on that one. It's because of the light? Am I still blurry or no? A little? All right, I don't know. Got to figure out this light situation here. Yeah, it's blurry. If it's autofocus, put your hand in front of the lens. Okay. Did that help or no? The hand thing helped? I don't know. I guess we're a work in progress right now. Still blurry? Well, then stop looking at my pretty face. Who cares? I don't know what to tell you at this point. Keep your hand there. No, it's definitely my night mode that I have on now. Yeah, see this? Yeah. Now I'm not. Now I'm not blurry, right? Whew. Oh. Oh, that night light is... Or the blue light or whatever. Well, yeah, I know it's perfect now, but now we have the trade-off of I got to wear the glasses again. I mean, yeah, I can. That is night and day different. Maybe I should. Maybe I'll have to just go. Okay. Maybe that is why I never did. I don't know. That's true. Well, yeah, I don't even have room for a ring light. Yeah, thanks, Marky. I'm not too impressed by people that have to cuss every other word. To me, it demonstrates a lack of intelligence. It's like, really? You don't have any other words in your vocabulary that you could plug in there? Like, you have to do that? Like, I don't get me wrong, I'm a dented baboon, but like, I at least have a vocabulary large enough where I don't have to substitute every other word for, an F-bomb or something. Like, good grief. Like, I understand from some people's point of view, it makes this person cool or like, I don't know, sound tough or something. I just look at them like, okay, you're a moron. Your vocabulary is so small. That's probably a spicy take. But we'll see if viewers plummet here all of a sudden. Trying to figure out, do I want to take a short below that trend line? I don't know. Yeah, obviously I didn't have the guts to do it, hence me not taking that short. But like I said, I don't know. This has moved down so much. Does this really have another leg down, even from this point of view? I mean, yes, I'm well aware it can get worse than 500 points down, but I mean it's already down so much. Yeah, and I don't think I would have done a scalpy scalp either. And now, for anybody that played that as a scalpy scalper, you had at least a good 10 points to work with there. But I think I would have probably wanted more. So right now, I'd have been like not happy. It will break 23,650. Here we go. Okay, we have yet our newest person with the crystal ball. Who knew there are so many crystal balls out in this world where people can tell the future? It's crazy. What's always weird to me is sometimes like the crystal balls are conflicting though. So I don't get that. One person saying the price will go up, the other person saying the price will go down. So it's like, well, wait a second. Both of those are guaranteed statements, but yet they're in conflict. Like, I guess one of those crystal balls is like a Timu. Is one of them like a Timu crystal ball? But that's not even true, Bender. For the chart to go right, that means the market has to be working. And as we've had a couple of times now, who remembers a month ago when like the metals stopped moving, so the chart didn't go right because there was some sort of like technical issue with metals. And then back in Thanksgiving, I remember there was that hardware component that like overheated, and then nothing was moving, nothing was going right. So not even that's guaranteed. There's not even guaranteed that the chart will move to the right. The only guarantee is that there are no guarantees in the world of the market. That's the only guarantee. I'm really trying to stay unbiased at the moment. Have too strong a bias, really. Yeah, I'm pretty conflicted right now, just because, like I said, I get the price can go beyond 500, but like, I mean, we're down 2% right now. Is it really going to keep on? Like I said, it very well could, but I don't know. Shorting down here just seems a little sketchy at this point. Is that a movie quote, Ty? Okay, so how are you going to make money from the bearishness, BC? You said it looks bearish. Okay, cool. So how are we going to, let's take that observation into a practical trade plan. Hit us with it, BC. Ooh, gold coming back down. All right. Do we get a double? I better not, because if I get stuck in some sort of dump at this point and lose my mind, that's not going to be good. I'm green. I'll paper trade it. Let's go for a long here. Stop would be down below, like right around here. We'll just call it that right there. There's my stop. All right, well, that makes me feel a little bit better because my trade plan would have never been filled anyways. It looks bearish, bullish. Cool. Those are the best patterns. I will loose for real for you. I think you have one too many O's in that one. I will lose for real for you. No, you don't have to do that, Tim. Thank you, though. That's a very kind gesture. Not needed, though, brother. I'm waiting for my setup to go long. Not sure yet where to get in, but I'll point it out. All right. Sounds good. So let me ask you this. Is the reflection on the glasses, is it distracting or no? Or do you not mind? Hi. Where are you trading from? My mom's basement. Next question. Ma? Hey, when's that meatloaf going to be ready? No, it's fine. Okay. To be honest, I'm not really ever looking at you. Okay. Raspberry trades, I like you. You're a good guy. But if you're going to be a dirty, filthy, dog-faced, pony, snake liar, I can't have that around here. We know full well, because I look like a Greek god, that you're constantly staring at me. So Raspberry, can somebody give him a 1-minute timeout? He needs 60 seconds to think about that lie. Mod, just a 1 minute. Give him 60 seconds to think about his life choices and being a filthy liar. 60 seconds, please. Give him some time to reflect. Thank you, Greg. Give him some time to reflect. Yeah, he gone. He gone for 60 seconds. I'm sure he'll come back and say, Clay, I lied. I stare at you constantly. Because you're so good looking, brother. That's a movie? What's a movie? All right, I'm going to try a short here. Stop right there. All right. Yeah, better come up a little bit. A little bit. There we go. So short at the red line. Stop is at the green. And even if this is just some sort of sideways channel, which I think it could be now, this is the top of the channel. Down here, right around is the... I don't really care too much about the bottom because anywhere down here, I'd be plenty in the green at that point anyways. But yeah, maybe this just kind of channels out the remainder of the session. So yeah, we'll see if I can try to trade the range. I guarantee it will go up and down today. Yeah, but you can't make that guarantee. We already talked about that. There could be technical issues like there were on the precious metals a few weeks ago when gold literally did not go up or down. It just stopped moving. And then I think, like I said, and during Thanksgiving, something overheated somewhere, and like literally the markets like didn't go anywhere because they had to fix the component. So that's what I'm saying is you can't even say, that's not even a guarantee you can make. I know, who knows, maybe the market dumps so much that they have to halt it, right? It hits a circuit breaker. The only guarantee in the market is that there are no guarantees. That's a movie, Gone in 6... Okay, you gotta... I don't know what you're talking about. That's a movie. What's a movie? Then you tell me the name. Well, I don't care about them, but what is the movie? Mecha Noble. That's what I was actually asking, brother. Yeah, I don't remember. What is the halt? Is it 5%? I'm not sure. All right, now it has rolled back over. So very quickly, if you want to help support the stream, if you enjoy, want to help it, keep it going, because there are no sponsorships. It is totally viewer supported. So if you want to help support the stream and you save yourself money at the same time, code CLAY, all caps, with any of these prop firms I recommend Take Profit Trader. Whether you're a beginner to the prop firm space or experienced, then yeah, I think Take Profit Trader belongs in your empire building either way. But if you are with one of these other prop firms and like I said, you enjoy and you want to help support it and ensure that the stream continues, then code CLAY, again, all caps, with any of these will, like I said, save you money, give you whatever the current deals are, and help support the stream. So I'm going to go ahead and call it good at this point. That one, like I said, I tried for that last trade. It didn't really work out. And I'm pretty mentally burnt out now. So like I said, I'm just going to wave the white flag here and call it good. So I will be back tomorrow, Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern. If you are not yet a subscriber, subscribe on your way out. If you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be great. So hit the like button if you have not yet. Wow, we did pretty bad on likes today, but I totally did not remind people at all, really. So I won't try to take that too personal. But anyways, hit that like button. And like I said, if you're not yet a subscriber, subscribe and turn on notifications. I will be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So like I said, to ensure the stream continues, code CLAY, save yourself some money, support the stream. So code CLAY, all caps. So thank you, everybody, for being here. See everybody back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. Take care and have a good rest of your days.